Welcome back, everybody, to session 22. Where we last left off, we were on watch. Um, Dawn, Sini, and Jot were all sitting on logs um, that were previously cut by Tog and Sini. Um, you were all sharing a flask of what was it? Kind of like a jungle juice, uh,
Jungle.
or something. Like it was Dawn's flask. You were passing it around. Uh, He'll drink a little while you were on watch. Dawn,
Did I pass or fail my con save? Do you remember?
I think you passed. I think it was fine. It was a pretty.
Everyone
Okay.
passed.
Yeah, everyone passed. Everyone was fine, and perception was
Oh
fine.
my god, I'm sorry. Just a sec.
You're good. Um, I'm just gonna kind of just keep going and describe what was happening. So, uh, Sini, you sat on either side of Jot and Dawn, where the best way I can describe this is, you know how they're like four logs kind of surround the campfire or whatever. Dawn and Jot were sitting across from each other, and then Sini, you were in between them on a separate log. Um, and your
I
lap
probably
was
picked it.
oh
Okay.
fair.
Sorry.
No, you're
I got
good.
disconnected from the internet.
Oh no. Um, but yeah, on your lap was Thing, I believe, and then sitting next to you, leaning up against you, was Epe, one of the kobolds. And you all had
Yes.
a pretty uneventful night. Sitting next to Jot though was Groer. He was going to take watch with you, but immediately fell asleep after he sat down. Uh, I guess he's just not one for parties anymore. But yeah, so we concluded y'all's watch. Was there anything that you wanted to do before you trade places? And also, who are we waking up for second watch?
This is up to them, but Bunny expressed interest in wanting to go on watch at some point.
Okay, yeah, and you were laying close to Dawn, I believe.
I was laying in a nice little, like, patch of grass near the campfire.
Yeah,
I would have been near.
I'd say you'd probably be in between Sini and Dawn.
Sydney would wake up thing.
Okay.
She just kind of like ruffle his hair. Time for watch.
Fine.
Um. Is Snapdragon in? No, Snapdragon's not with us.
No, Snap's in the
Yes.
yeah.
Snap passed out like in the kobold camp, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like in the
Well-
tent that's like behind you guys.
Yeah.
Like right, like she's in probably one of these tents here, and you guys are at the campfire like here. You're not
Yeah.
far. You could walk to wake her up if you want, but if Bunny is there and you want to wake her up first, you can.
I'm not waking up Bunny. She's been through so much today.
Bunny's gonna be so mad at you. Bunny wanted to go on watch.
Oh,
She's gonna be pissed.
she fucking died.
Yeah, and she's
Sorry, I
been.
want to let her sleep.
No, I'm with you, but she is gonna be pissed.
Well, you wake her up then. I'm not doing it.
All right, fine. Sydney would nudge Thing kind of off her lap. I imagine Thing probably just rolls off.
I'm getting up.
Yeah, not very quickly. Anyway, so I'm eating my apples.
You're okay.
It's a little campfire snacky snack.
Do I
Yeah,
have a wild shape left?
You might.
but Sydney would trot her way over to Bunny.
Oh, I do because of that long rest potion.
And
Yeah.
she would just kind of gently nudge Bunny awake notably a lot smoother and like kinder than how she did with Thing.
Mm.
Yeah. She wakes up
Yeah.
and she kind of shakes out,
Oh, Pookie, please.
rubs
Sorry.
out her eyes.
I thought you were calling Bunny Pookie.
Wake up, Pookie!
uh,
Bunny would go, "How was watch?"
uneventful.
Just lovely. Oh, I guess uneventful then. I thought it was great.
Okay.
Oh, it was nice, but it's
Oh,
not like we were dying.
I go
That's
over
true.
and I sit next to Thing.
Morning.
okay. Is it?
It's like
morning?
midnight.
I know.
Yeah,
They were
it's
just being
like-
silly.
Okay.
They were just
I
being
guess
silly.
I'm gonna go.
I mean, they have
sleep.
night vision, I think, so maybe
We
they
all
can't
should-
tell.
Have
Yeah.
dark vision, I'm pretty sure.
Do-
I think
do
you
we
all
all?
have.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
Tieflings
Yeah.
do.
I think so.
I think Satyr do. Goblin
We're all-
definitely do.
Well, I have
Beast.
umbral vision because of my subclass.
Oh,
You
Umbral Sight?
do.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
don't think
Umbral
Dragonborn.
vision.
Do Dragonborn? I would feel like they would because they're like reptiles,
aren't
right?
they?
I would think they would, but I don't think they have dark vision.
That's ridiculous.
They might have like Umbral Sight or something. I don't know.
I
To be
don't.
fair,
What is
I don't think
Umbral
reptiles
Sight?
have dark
It's
It's like
a
a
It's a
Gloomstalker Ranger
yeah.
ability.
it's like a step up from dark vision essentially.
Yeah, I think it.
Oh, it's
What
better
like
than
the range is a little bit better or something like that.
Am I
Dang,
delayed?
okay.
Yeah.
No, you're not
Right? You
delayed.
might
Okay.
be able
Y'all
to see
like
color too.
I answered my question at the same time from a while ago abruptly. I was like, whoa. And
Oh.
at the same time, I was like,
Oh,
what the
no.
fuck?
I don't believe Dragonborn have dark vision.
I don't
they
think
might.
so.
They do. If
But-
the Wikidot would fucking load.
I was like, I could also look at Snap's
I
thing.
can look it up.
Wikidot
This
is
is a weird tangent we've gotten really stuck on because I made
Ah!
a joke.
Is Snap here? Like,
No, it's
Not-
funny.
It
Okay, I
looks
was
like
about
we
to
don't
say-
have dark vision.
No,
I
yeah,
was
she
about to
doesn't.
say, I feel like
Yeah.
Castor would know.
I figured.
That's
Dragon would
cool.
not have dark
Crazy. You're
vision.
telling me the dragon does not have dark vision.
Well,
I know. It's
I don't
weird.
think lizards and snakes actually have dark vision. I feel like they have more of a like they like feel the
Oh.
vibration, something like
Actually,
that.
They have thermal
That's true,
vision.
'cause
Thermal, yeah.
My snake
They-
does not
they
see in the
sense
dark. Yeah, they sense heat and like smell and stuff is how
Yeah,
snakes
I
know.
knew it was something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Anyway-
guess
But
it's
not in the
fair.
Regardless.
Regardless, I sit next to Thing on this little log,
Mhm.
and Bunny looks a lot better. She still looks a little tired, but you think that with this long rest, she'll be good to go.
Ooh.
Because of that long rest potion.
Yeah.
Second one.
2 of them.
I should also probably interject and say, Sini, as you get up, Epe is like kind of like falls and leans on Thing, depending on, you know, which side you like
Aw.
slide Thing off on. But you hear like tiny little snores, just like coming from the kobold.
Sini just she has such mixed feelings about this whole world.
Fair. But yeah, so Epe's there. Jot hasn't moved. Grorg is asleep, sitting up, mind you. Like he's like back to the log, sitting on the grass, asleep.
Is he asleep? Okay.
Yeah, he's asleep. But Jot hasn't moved. He's not sleeping, but he's not also getting up to go to bed either.
Dot is not sleeping?
He's not.
I'm-
Yeah.
Okay.
Sini's going to bed. She
Forgot
finds a
about
comfy patch of grass and
Zershot.
knocks herself out.
Yeah, that's
We
fair.
totally could have. Well, I guess he could go to sleep. I don't know.
But yeah,
Um,
so you know, we kind of switch. We switch watch.
I'll lay my head on Sini's shoulder. Fall asleep.
No.
The
Okay.
lesbians. Sorry.
I'm telling you, you guys can go to the tents too if you want. There's empty tents.
I'm not fucking Sini.
Is every website down right now?
Whoa! I thought we were just sleeping.
Your lower half is a goat.
Damn.
Oh,
Is
I
that
thought-
like?
Over issues.
Okay.
You have
Owen,
hooves too.
Owen, I don't have hooves.
It might be that.
Oh, do you know? I thought.
No.
Some tieflings
don't-
can have
some
hooves,
do.
but
I
not
don't.
all.
Neither does
No,
Dawn.
I
I
don't-
don't think
don't.
either of our party member tieflings have hooves, but
Yeah.
they are commonly depicted with hooves too. It's
But-
kind of like you can have either
Not,
or.
not exactly a lot of Dawn foot art out there, thankfully. So.
It just
Uh,
depends on
No.
how demon the tiefling
Yeah.
is.
I
Yeah.
Yeah.
assumed that Owen was making a sex joke, and I just realized he wasn't.
No.
My bad.
You're good.
Such a dirty mind.
Yeah.
Anyway. As like me and Thing are on watch, Bunny's still pretty tired and still like kind of gaunt, and she just kind of like leans down like to the side and just like lays her head on top of things, and just lets out this really big sigh. So much has happened lately. How are
I'd say
you?
So
How are you processing all of this?
it's a lot. Tired. I guess more mentally than physically. Are you holding up? You were, gone for a little. Yeah, dead. you were dead for a little bit, and I missed you.
I don't really know. I don't think I've had time to really process all of it. And I don't
Yeah.
think that time is something that we can afford right now.
I'm inclined to agree. We're kind of pushed to move. We don't really have time to kind of just sit anywhere. And, I miss that about my old life. But I enjoy the friends that I've made too. But, is it stressful?
I don't think I was ever born to sit still. Not in my blood.
Well, I've never been as still as I was meant to be. But I like being busy, sure, but you move around so much, and it's scary, and I never know what's gonna happen next, and seeing you die in front of us like that, it's made me realize how serious everything is, because I guess in a way I've always kind of felt invincible, and seeing somebody I care about so much get hurt like that, it's kind of reminded me that we're all flesh and blood, and if something bad happens, we might lose someone. I mean, we already have lost people. It's just happening a lot, and I'm scared. I'm scared that the next time one of anybody dies, we're not gonna get as lucky to get them back like we did you. I mean, people have already died around us. I don't know what I'd do if you
If it
didn't
was
come back,
Seen,
or if Sini died, or if I
or
died, or...
Dawn, or you, or Thing.
Yeah.
No, Snap.
You or Thing.
I'm
It's terrifying.
here because I got lucky. And the longer that I'm here, the more The more I can't shake that I'm not supposed to be. People shouldn't come back.
Well, I don't know if it's, you're supposed to be back. I'm glad you are. Maybe it breaks the rules of nature a little bit, but I guess in a way nature did bring you back. But
I guess.
I'm glad you're back, even if it means a few rules were broken, or if it was luck, or destiny, or whatever. I'm glad we haven't lost you, and I hope we never do.
Fate is written in stone. That doesn't make it easy. It doesn't make it right. Bunny kind of grabs Thing's shoulder and squeezes. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm not gonna get myself killed this time, don't worry.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
You can come with me if you want.
That's up to you. I understand if you want some alone time. I feel like you've been bombarded since you got here.
Oh, it's okay. I don't blame any of you. And I think I'm done with gallivanting out on my own for a lifetime. We saw how well that turned out.
Yeah. Well,
What I'm gonna do... Go ahead, Kai.
I was just gonna say, I don't mind us walking around, but maybe we shouldn't go too far. I don't want to have anybody else get hurt either.
She gives you this kind of, like, strange look. It's this mix of, like, excitement and smugness. She's gonna grab your arm and kind of, almost like she's throwing you, and then she's gonna wild shape into an elk underneath you. Like she's kind of throwing you on her back and wild shaping, like, in that split second.
Oh my gosh.
And she's this, like, terrifying, mossy elk with these beautiful pink flowers covering the antlers, and it's like wood. The entire body is like wood and vine. And then I'm just gonna prowl the perimeter of the camp. I'm not going outside of the camp, just prowling the exterior with Thing on my back.
Okay.
Oh my
And
goodness.
just, like,
I am not used to this new form.
Every once in a while, I'm kind of, like, leaning down and, like, grazing at the grass, and, like, Thing almost fall every once in a while. And I'm just prowling.
Yeah.
At this point, I feel like Thing would have a handle on, like, how to
Yeah.
properly ride you, just because
the-
this is,
the
like,
antlers.
third or fourth time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think Thing ever actually falls off, but you could definitely see
Yeah.
them have to regain their balance every time you, like, dip
Yeah.
down. They kind of
Yeah.
swing their arms a little bit and, like, trying to
And, like,
stay on.
She's intentionally walking quite slowly so that she can keep watch, but, like, she's very quick in this
Yeah.
form. Like, if you had to put a numerical value, 50 feet of movement.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I guess while you guys are doing that, do you want to go ahead and roll your perception checks for me?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I need
Oh.
to get over there. What do you say,
I
perception?
get the
Yeah.
zoomies halfway through and I just lose.
Oh, it's okay, I'm not seeing much either. I see
Yeah.
a little bit, but not a lot.
I mean, listen. You take off running. You just start, like, you get the zoomies. You start bucking a little. Thing, you ate through, like, the bobbing and weaving and bucking and, you know, rocking back and forth and the jostling. You don't really see anything out of the ordinary. everything looks intact. You pass as you go, kind of around the perimeter. You pass by like some of the like houses, the tree line here, stuff like that, and nothing seems out of the ordinary. You will say, since the statues aren't completely done, like they're just kind of like, I guess, base shapes and everything just starting to be built. They do kind of look a little creepy, but you keep an eye on them. They don't move. And then you end up returning back, to the camp after a while.
I go over to the garden. Is there like a carrot that's ready to be pulled or whatever?
Roll a 1d3 for me. Or roll a d3.
That's not a dice.
Or roll something. Roll a d6. That'll give
You
me
might
what
be
I...
able to do like a custom number, can't
Yeah, you can do a custom number,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember the command.
I think it's
Roll?
just /roll.
D3?
Yeah.
D3.
1?
1.
Look at that.
Cool. So you actually pull out a potato. You pull out a spud.
I have very little understanding. I've been in this form a lot.
Mhm.
It's like my main wild shape form. I kind of like I pull this potato out and I kind of like, how elk and horses can kind of turn their head all the way to look at their backs?
Yeah.
I kind of do that and I drop it into Thing's hand for Thing to munch
Okay.
on as a little snack.
Oh, all right.
And then I just keep prowling until my watch is over.
Okay. Cool. So you guys do that. As your watch kind of comes to an end. Jot is still there. He hasn't fallen asleep yet.
I go over to him and I like bop him with my nose. Not hard enough to hurt him, but just like, hey, I'm here.
He laughs. Hey, okay. Thank you. How was watch? Was everything good, or?
What elk? What noise do elk make? Ah, like
Yeah.
I feel like it's something like that.
Yeah, it was something like
Yeah.
that.
the elk. They squeal, but I can't do that
Oh.
without waking the house up.
Yeah.
I thought they were
make
reindeer.
scarier.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
I feel like they make scary kind of bleats, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they make
Yeah.
like weird bleeding sounds.
Is that Polar Express scene? Or no, that's caribou. Never mind.
Yeah, that's caribou.
Yeah.
But
I
Elk,
think that's
caribou, and
funny
reindeer
for-
are all the same
Are
animal,
they?
just in different.
Elk, no, an elk
geography.
is a unique spirit. Elk is a unique species. Reindeer and caribou are this.
Oh, gotcha.
yeah. But yeah, so Jot takes in the information and looks at Thing and is like, I couldn't
I
get a
think
word.
that's
of
funny
that."
for good.
Okay, cool. That's
on.
what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
I think if it was bad, we'd be running a little faster to you. So I think we're good, unless Bunny saw something I didn't.
Yeah.
Do I see Jot's dagger?
You do. You see, well, technically you see it in its sheath with like the little like puff balls hanging from it.
I try and grab it with my
Weird.
mouth.
Hey. What
Do
are
I
you
do I
doing?
manage to get it?
Would this be a sleight of hand check?
So, with my elk form,
Oh yeah, you can't.
it's strength, dex, con, and whiz or charisma.
I guess do a dex check then. Would that be?
2.
You try to grab it, and he holds it at his like thigh, because it's probably like a thigh strap. He like holds
Yeah.
it so you can't grab it.
I'm an elk,
Yeah.
which means I have a strength of 16 in this form. I grab his belt and I pick him up,
Oh. Shit.
and I try and shake the dagger. off of his person.
Am I
Uh,
still on Bunny's back during this?
Yeah.
probably,
you are.
yeah.
I'm
Uh,
probably getting thrown
Terrorizing the
around,
whole party.
dude.
I guess
Everyone's
this
so
is
back here.
I guess this is would this be a con or a dex check for Jot or a dex saving throw?
Trying to disarm him. Rules is written, so it would be strength for me,
Yeah.
strength or dex for him.
Okay, it would probably be dex for him.
And it's a contest.
So it wouldn't
so-
be a saving throw. It would just be.
I would consider it to be a contest, but if you want a saving throw, that's your prerogative.
Okay, if it's a contest, then your strength. What's your strength in this form?
+3, 16.
16. If I go dex, it's 18.
Let's do a roll off.
Okay, roll off. Dex versus strength, or
Yeah, for you it would be either or. For me, it's strength.
you win it.
I win it. I shake it out of his person. I drop him. I grab the dagger and I dash 100 feet away.
He
Thing is just like trying so hard not to scream on your back because they don't want to wake
He-
everybody up.
yeah,
So it's a very muffled, like.
he like yells. He goes, "Hey, shit, sorry," and then books it straight towards you.
I have in 6 seconds. I get 100 feet away.
Yeah, in let's see, what's his
Oh my god.
It'll
shit?
be about 18 seconds for him to match me
Probably, yeah.
at full tilt run.
Yeah.
By the time I get 100 feet away, I buckle my front end to let Thing off of me. And then I wild shape back and I have the dagger in my hand.
Okay.
And I have just like this big shit-eating grin on my face.
He like kind of like stumbles and finishes running, and he's like, "What the hell was that for?"
She's laughing. Like she got the dagger. She's doubled over laughing.
You've
She-
had your fun. You should.
She's
give it
not even
back.
out of breath. She's totally fine.
Oh. He walks over and tries to snag it back.
I give him the dagger willingly.
Oh. What the hell?
You'll never keep up with me.
No.
This is why they keep me around, you know.
Ah. Yeah. Well. Better you than me.
Yeah,
he
because I don't think you would come back from the dead quite so easily as I did.
I don't think I would want to. But I am glad that you did. It's nice to see you again.
It's good to see you too. And I loop my arm through Thing's arm. Sorry if that was a little bumpy.
It was fun.
And we like skip back to camp. Well, I do. I don't know. I'm kinda,
You're
like,
just dragging
Thing's kinda
things.
like I'm
Thing
kind of
attempts to
dragging.
mimic you, but I don't know if they've ever skipped before, I'm gonna be honest.
Fair. Jot's just like
Yeah, he's still out of breath. He's walking behind you. He's not running anymore. So he's probably like lagging a little bit behind. But yeah, you get back to the campfire. The campfire is dying down a little. You see that like just instinctively, Jot goes over, takes another log, adds it to the fire.
I would can I like revive a campfire with thaumaturgy?
I don't know.
I can cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute. I make the fire green.
You make the fire green. There you go.
And
Uh,
I make it a little brighter and a little, like, make it flicker.
Cool. So Jot makes it bigger, you make it brighter, and you make it green and flicker. Cool.
That lasts for a minute, but now we have this spooky green lighting.
Yeah. So you do that, and Jot's like, nice.
Also tricks up your sleeve.
Yeah.
You look really cool, you guys. I don't know if you
Oh.
knew that, but I'm really cool, actually.
Yeah.
No,
I'd
I
say so.
I believe it. For sure.
I mean, I did just like throw Jot,
Yeah.
and then like
Not.
really seriously outspeed you. Like
Yeah.
you, like if I wanted to be gone right now, I totally could be. You'd never catch me.
Yeah. But with my own equipment, it's personally not very cool. It's not a very cool movie.
Oh, I'm just playing.
I know. I'm just letting you know. It's very. This is very important to me. I don't want to lose it.
No fun. I'm not gonna lose your stuff. Like, you guys harvested my body so fast and started, like, peddling all of my shit. Oh, sorry. But he doesn't care. Started peddling all of my stuff.
We did
So
not
fast.
loot you. We were trying to keep it safe and sentimental. We're not selling it on the black market. Also, I think that was mostly Sini.
Oh,
Could've
1000% it
Could
was
have
Sini.
waited until I was, like, in the ground to do that.
Honey, we thought you were dead. I mean, you were dead. We knew you were dead.
Yeah, according to Thing, like, you two were in a cell together, and he had to look at your dead body. I feel like that's trauma enough. I feel like we could get a pass, maybe.
Yeah, I
wrapped
get
my arm.
past.
I wrapped my arm around Thing's neck. Kind of scruffed his hair. I know what everyone went through. I was literally watching.
That's creepy.
It wasn't.
You're watching us from the grave.
It wasn't at the time.
Like Santa Claus.
What?
I don't even know what that is.
Not
Father
even here,
Winter.
so I'm that didn't happen. guys.
Probably,
Sorry.
honestly, I think it would be really funny if the evergreen is the one that actually sparked, like, a Christmas time.
Father Winter.
He would be Father Winter.
Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense.
That would be really cool, actually.
That would make sense.
He had the
Um,
pepper. He had the peppermint. He had the candy cane.
Yeah,
did.
true.
So
I kind of like I squeeze Thing a little bit, like give him a little side hug. I know what everyone went through, and I know it was really hard, but it wasn't easy for me either. And I just
No.
yeah, we weren't saying it was easy. We were just saying that we also had a hard time.
I'm just trying to get back to normal. Nothing
Yeah.
about this is normal. And I don't know. I think all of you need a little bit of chaos in your lives. You guys, I was watching. You were really struggling there for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So. Also, that girl, the elf lady?
Bailey?
Sure. Do we trust her? I know that there was like a whole thing you guys like made a deal with her or whatever. I wasn't there for that.
I've ran into her once before. Seems trustworthy enough. I mean, hell, last I saw her was less than 6 months ago, and she's been in the jail cell ever since, so I don't know if that counts as trustworthy, but, you know.
She's from another noble house, right?
Yeah, the Kleins.
Do I know anything about the Kleins?
You would know that
Outside
they work at, like, they would try to work on trade routes. Or whatever.
Oh.
Like, their main, like, thing. And it's also probably stuff that she's mentioned.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you guys trust her, and I do, but just, I don't know, I don't love the idea of us being entangled with such a powerful noble family? Again?
I
I
mean, we're
don't think
trying
it's
to
any of
take
our
down.
favorite choice, but it's kind of at a point where I don't think we get very many choices. We're just trying to do the best we can, you know?
I
Yeah.
get that.
I
don't
mean,
know.
listen, if things go south, I mean, we have outs. We just add another noble family to the list.
I'm
We're-
sorry, we can't just go around killing all the nobles and buy. Like, that's just not feasible.
No, you're right, but it's
And sure,
It'd be
if we
fun.
can kill Demetrius, what? They're gonna throw us in prison so fast?
I mean, I feel it. I mean, you've been to prison at least once. Well, not you, but the party, the whole everybody.
Dead while I was, so technically, sure.
Yeah,
But
I was lucky enough to avoid it. So maybe you should take advice from me.
I don't. Mm,
I
you
kid.
can't even run. I saw you. You weren't even that fast, and you were out of breath by the time you caught up.
It's a
And I made
skill
that-
that I have to work on.
I made that super easy for you too. Like, you didn't even have to work for it that hard.
Eh. Eh. Regardless, I think it's time that we wind down. It's
Yeah.
almost morning, anyways.
Who should we wake up for last watch?
The only
there's
person
still,
we
like-
can. I mean, Snap.
Which is? Oh, but she's all the way over there.
Hey, you can run pretty fast.
I mean,
Well, not
That's like nothing
now.
for you.
we're back at the
Wow.
campfire, and the campfire's here.
Where's Snappy?
In the tents here.
Oh, are we back at the campfire?
Yeah, I said
was
we got
sure.
back to the campfire. Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to wake up the dragon?
Nose goes. And Jot puts a finger up to the
Nosies.
nose.
I do.
What?
Sorry thing.
I don't know what that means.
It's a.
I don't either. I was just
Thing
copying
have a
him.
nose?
It's a thing that I
Yeah.
learned in
Okay.
They do, but their nose is like flatter. It's not a big goblin
Okay.
nose. It's like a flat nose.
yeah.
So it's not as pronounced as the other folks.
Yeah. But Jot's like, no, I learned that from an old friend. It's a
Dawn?
No, a different friend.
You have a lot of friends.
You don't have any friends.
What?
I know all of your friends.
Me?
Damn.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You know Dawn, and that's literally it.
Dawn and Grorg and Mazris
Grorg
and
and
Arvilla.
well, yeah. Rest in peace. There are more people I've met. I had to get. There were two other people when I escaped from the Heralds. That was a whole event in and of itself. And I've had a friend before that. They helped me out of a low. So. Yeah.
Hey, Jot.
Yes.
Speaking of Dawn, have you ever noticed anything weird about her? Something off?
Aside from her
Phenomena.
very lovely personality, not really. I mean, she doesn't really like to talk about a lot.
You
But-
trust her? right?
Yeah, I thrust her as far as I can throw her. But I assume it's the
Grab
same
his
for
arm.
me.
I grab his arm. Is he like wiry or is he built? Like what's his
Yeah.
I would say he's pretty wiry, but he's very wide shoulders and like literally nothing else. So he makes kind of like a triangle
Whoa,
shape.
was that me? I'm sorry if that was me.
Fair. I kind of just nod. Okay. Okay, yeah.
Look, if you're worried, I think that Dawn has some real potential to do good.
Just I learned something about her recently and I don't know how
I would say trust your gut, but I feel like we all have done that, and it led to a couple of deaths. So
Yeah, mine led to my own.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
all we can do is be cautious.
Yeah.
But if you need any consolation, I do trust her.
We should probably get to bed. Snap! No! Thing! Can you wake up Snap?
Sorry, bud, you
I've
lost a
seen
bet.
I've seen that nose. I've seen
I
that
sure
breath
can
weapon.
try.
And I don't want to deal with it right now.
Yeah.
I sure can try.
Alright. So, Jot and Bunny, you both retire to the to one of the tents.
I do not.
You do
I
not.
find a very comfy patch of clover, and I nestle down, and I
Okay.
go to sleep.
Yeah. Okay, so you do that. Snap, you or I guess Thing, you walk over to the tent that Snap has laid in. There's like you see that she's fast asleep. Some of the kobolds have decided to join her, specifically Arby and Sock.
Of course.
But you see that they're all three at peace, just kind of napping away. What do you do?
Kick 'em.
Damn.
Is there any sort of like blankets on Snap or Snap laying on like a pillow or anything? Or are they just like
That is a question for Aster.
Rip that shit out from under their head.
Yeah, Aster, how do you think Snap would be sleeping right now? Like, is she like, does she have a blanket over her? Is she like kind of like curled up into a blanket? Like,
She might be kind of curled.
okay,
If RP and Soccer there, they're gonna be kind of like a part of the curl.
okay, and
Like,
they're
wanna get
comfortable.
Snap up, you might have to get through RP and Sock too.
Yeah.
Will not wake the babies.
Sorry, you said there was a blanket, or
Yeah,
is
they're
she just curled up
she's
there?
like
Okay.
curled up in a blanket with Arby and Sock.
Damn, I don't want to wake them up.
Yeah.
Oh. Snap has a big old dragon nose. I want to just like take like a feather. I know I have like a quill or something in my bag, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I just want to like take it and I want to start like just trying to tickle one of Snap's nostrils.
Okay.
Oh no.
Uh,
It is.
Hey.
That's gonna trigger a flame sneeze.
Oh yeah. Hey, Snapdragon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Because you're sleeping.
Cause you're sleeping.
How do I roll a disadvantage?
If it's the
if you-
double roll, it should automatically do it. And you just take the
Okay.
lower.
You take the lowest.
Yeah, so 10. You you get this very intense urge to sneeze.
Damn.
Okay, so you do sneeze.
And he kind of
Uh,
pops her head up like, what the fuck?
oh yeah. In that sneeze, a small little like burst or a couple of sparks of electricity, fire from Snap's nostrils.
Oh. Oh.
Is it enough to make things like hair stand up? Because I feel
Yeah.
like that would be horrifying
It's
for
like that
Snap to wake
static
up
electricity.
and just thing with like a mane of like static electricity.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just
Oh,
fucking static hair over here.
what was that?
I want Thing to lean in to where they assume Snap's like ears would be and go, "It's your turn."
Is it? Okay, just. Let's try not to wake the babies.
I want Thing to like
They're
look
my
towards Arpy and Sock and see if they're still asleep or if I've woke them up at all.
You want to make a check for that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, make
Would that, like,
perception,
perception?
perception, investigation, insight. Any one of those would probably be fine.
They're my babies.
Investigation. I can do that one. Cool.
Yeah,
I don't care for grown-ass adults. They're my babies.
fair.
That's just kind of how kobolds are wired, though. You know.
Yeah,
kinda
they're
meant to,
baby
like,
coded.
They're like baby coded specifically for dragons and dragonborn. So unfortunately, you just are
Yeah.
what they look up to, no matter what you
Infantilization of
want.
kobolds is disgusting.
True.
That is probably a modern conversation for like
Oh, dude, we need to find like the D&D like not feminists, I guess, like equals rights people.
Equal rights.
yeah.
Yeah, here
true.
we're like kobolds deserve equal rights. Kobolds
I-
deserve like to not be infantilized, you know, that
I think
sort of
that's
thing.
just civil rights activists.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, it sounds like they kind of need in this world.
Oh, 1000%.
Imagine Cini going against those people.
Oh my god.
Leaning
Just
wood,
like
and it's
hairspray.
horrible.
Oh yeah, it would be horrible.
Just like hairspray.
Exactly.
I'm in hairspray right now.
So you as you you know, you're looking at like Snap and the kobolds and everything like that. Arpy and Sock look fine. They they twist and turn, but they just snuggle back up and they just go back to sleep.
Yeah, if I woke them up, they'd have to be on watch too. Them's the rules.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to like pry myself out of this cuddle pile we got going on.
Thing
Um,
walks backwards to like give you a little bit more room.
Yeah.
Thing has mad
And I'm
whiplash.
gonna like
Make a oh, do I want it to be acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Yeah, you're probably like leaning over, putting a foot over. Ooh.
Sleight of hand, acrobatic.
Yeah, sleight of hand.
Athletic?
Yeah, any one of those is fine.
Terrible.
Oh yeah, those rolls are oof. You know,
That's a deck save. I don't think that would be.
no, but well, you crawl over. You just try to like shimmy out, crawl over. You accidentally snag your foot on Sock's horn. You drag Sock just a little bit out of the blanket before you notice. But Sock is still asleep.
these they'll fucking sleep through anything.
They will.
I notice when I eventually do notice, I like kind of like try to tuck everyone in best I can.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I won't.
kind
I won't give you a roll for that. I'll give it to you. You do that absolutely 1000%.
Thank you.
they you see as they like grab an edge of the blanket and like kind of like twist it towards them, and they lean their heads on their like knuckles or whatever to try to get comfortable, and they are none the wiser. Snap, you also get a choice of, I guess, NPC if you want, so that way you have someone else to keep you while you watch. Or, I mean, you can wake up like Dawn or Sini, because they, at that point, no, that would
They
that would
would
only,
not
yeah, they would
follow
not get
our
it.
rider.
Yeah, they would not get it. Yeah, never mind. But if you want to wake anybody up, I know Grorg and Epe are still at the campfire. Jot's gone to sleep. Tog is asleep, but
Oh, Tog's still here.
yeah. Oh, Tog never left, bestie.
Forgot about that guy.
He's very quiet. I forgot
Yeah.
that he was with us.
Well, I mean,
Why is he still here?
what do you mean? Why is he still here? He came to
Chilling
help.
with us.
Invited to
Oh,
help.
I guess
Bill.
I just assumed he was more mean than he is. He didn't talk much, so I just assumed he wasn't a great guy.
I mean, he talked enough. He talked with Sini. He was kind of mean, not towards Valley, but like he definitely denied any of her advances in the jail cells, and then, I mean,
To be
he-
fair,
he
they
just-
were mean to each other for fun.
oh yeah, no, they get enjoyment out of that. And Kaiko was also there.
Tycho.
So
Is Kaiko still here?
yeah,
No,
Kaiko.
Kaiko's.
Yeah, Kaiko.
No, they are.
Yeah, no, they all never. Nobody left. Everyone's still here.
Well, I thought some of them were.
There's a lot of NPCs, so it's hard to keep track of. To be
No,
fair.
you're right. You're right. But nowhere
I was
did I
pretty
say
sure
any of the
Kaiko, 'cause
NPCs left.
Okay.
Yeah. I could not remember that we still had Tog, but I knew we still had Kaiko just because,
Okay.
like, she had
Oh.
talked about wanting to throw a party at the Kobold Village or something.
That was the opposite for me. I forgot Kaiko was here, but I remember Tog being here.
That's fair. Well, I know. Not without saying a word, but Belladonna did leave, so Belladonna is for sure gone.
Yeah, I knew she was gone.
Yeah.
But like everybody else stayed. So anybody that traveled with you to here, and anybody that
Soft
was
Song's still here
already
somewhere,
here.
right?
Yes, Miss Soft Song is still here. Yes.
Soft Song.
I knew
Take
she
me a
was
while to remember
there.
that name.
She
But
stays
yeah.
at the Kobold Village, though, didn't she? Like,
Yeah, she
That's
stays
what
here
she
for a little bit
Okay,
at a
yeah.
time. Mm-hmm.
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think she was, like, with us, but she was, like, here with us.
Yeah.
He's helping teach them how to grow crops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she
Okay.
runs Soft Song Farms.
Yeah. I think we just all needed a little bit of a refresher on some of the stuff that was happening, because it
A
has
couple
been
weeks.
a second.
Yeah, it's been a minute. But yeah, so Snap, was there anybody that you wanted specifically to wake up? I mean, you have Felxith as well, who
I don't really like disturbing people.
okay.
I don't know if there's anyone I want to kind of like force to be up with me.
Bunny
Okay.
is
I think I have
still
no problem with it.
Bunny is still awake for about 15 more minutes. So if
Bunny-
you want to have a conversation with her at the beginning of your watch, you can do that. She's not asleep yet, but
Yeah.
outside of that. And she's like in a patch of clover. Like over here somewhere.
Yeah, she's probably just off from the campfire.
Mm-hmm.
Like close enough to just be toasty.
Yeah,
But
not like far enough away to not be drenched in light. So, yeah. So is that what you want to do, Snap?
I'm kind of just like letting everyone chill. I don't like bothering people, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna kind of leave everyone be.
Okay. Well, then if that's the case, I would say you probably post up around the campfire, where Epe and Grorg are asleep, and I'll let you make your perception check.
Perception time.
Heck yeah. Um,
Best roll.
yeah, literally the best roll.
Right.
Scanning the trees, with the light from the fire, you see nothing. No movement. No nothing. It's really, really quiet. It's very calming. It's honestly a moment you haven't had in a while. Like, you haven't really had a moment to yourself to sit and just exist forever.
I
So,
kind of just listen to the sounds of nature
Yeah.
as the wind kind of goes through. I take a really deep breath. I'm literally just doing the same thing Renata did, but this time there's no weird invisible guys fucking with me.
Thank
Um,
love.
yeah, so actually out of the blue,
No.
you get
Volkov.
Volkov.
Princeton campaigns.
So actually the mime shows up. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Oh, no.
No, I'm
I
kidding.
hate the mime.
I'm kidding.
Wake's eating up for that, so if you can
All
kill
my
that.
homies hate the mime.
True. All my homies
That's-
hate the mine too.
That's so fair.
All
But
my
no,
homies are in this call.
ah,
Yeah.
hell yeah. But yeah, so no, it's a very relaxing evening or morning, I guess, or ascent into morning.
Rise to dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah, rise to
Yeah.
dawn. Yep.
Ah.
So I will say, like, you know, kind of as you're listening to the fire crackle, you hear the birds start to chirp. You also see these like very pretty, like little fireflies. They're not usually they come out around like dusk, but
Mhm.
you notice that a couple of them kind of like flicker and glint as you sit and watch.
And I try to catch one.
Okay. I want you to make a oh fuck. What kind of check should we do?
Any dexterity check?
Yeah, it was like any
Probably.
dexterity, athletics maybe if you want. Whatever
Athletics.
whatever one's better for you.
Acrobatics. Sleight of hand.
Athletics. 12? Yeah, you catch one. So you catch one and it's if you open your hand.
Very gentle,
Okay.
and I'm like kinda holding it, and then I kind of slowly open my hand, kind of watching it flicker, and then I
Yeah.
kind of just hold a single hand out as it kind of crawls around till it eventually decides to fly off. Very gentle, just kind of like having a little fun in the moment.
Yeah.
In the
You
food.
notice that this firefly is it's not like the ones that you see in the evening. They glow this like really pretty like teal color. They kind of like
Oh, yeah.
walk around they walk around your palm and they tickle your palm as they kind of like as they light up a couple of times and then they spread their wings to fly off. Again, there's not many of them, but
Aren't you a cute little thing?
but yeah, it buzzes away. With that, I will say morning does like the sun does rise. And with that, so does like Grorg and Epe. You see that they start to wake. In that time, Bunny, you had also fallen asleep.
Yeah.
And you have started to wake up as well.
I'm one of the first people awake.
Yeah.
Anyone on the first and third watches, anyone who would have been looking at me would have seen Bunny tossing and turning all night.
Mm.
She is asleep, but she is like every like 5-10 minutes she is like her entire body is like jerking and she's making like small like whimpering sounds in her sleep. Like she is getting rest, but it's not very restful.
Right. Yeah. So there's that, and then so you said you're one of the first few to wake up. Matching you, Bunny. Snap. You also see, Miss Soft Song. She walks over to go check on the garden to see, how the crops are doing.
I would join her.
Perfect. I wish I remember what voice I gave her, but
It was like real southern, wasn't she?
yeah, it was like lightly southern.
Oh.
She was like, "Oh well, good morning. How did you sleep?"
You know, it was sleep.
I, and I wish I did know.
You didn't sleep?
No, I slept really well. I don't know. I don't think I've had a bad sleep in a while.
Must be nice. And I get down immediately and I just start ripping weeds and doing whatever needs to be done.
Heck yeah. She
Whatever I'm
does.
told.
Yeah. She kind of not necessarily guides you, but she like is like, oh well, let's start on this, or let's go do this, or whatever. It takes probably about like 30 minutes just to like really get through and do the main stuff that needs to be done, like weeding and if things need to be watered again, because maybe the soil wasn't.
Yeah.
But she kind of has you help out. She's like, honestly, like I said yesterday, I think I don't know who your teacher was, but hats off to them.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
I'll have to meet him sometime. What'd you say his name was?
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
Does she seem nefarious at all? Does she seem like she's poking for information for anything other than curiosity? 12.
12? From what you can tell, it's just a genuine question. She's just very curious. I mean, it might have sounded out of the blue, but I think she really enjoys your company.
Yeah.
And you can tell that, like, you can tell that she moves faster with you around as opposed to the kobolds because she is teaching the kobolds.
Yeah,
so,
and like Bunny knows what she's doing.
Yeah, and so it's more like
that.
You guys can make light banter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's when
Gotcha.
she asks the question. Yeah.
As she asks, Bunny tries very hard to cover up the wince in her throat. His name is Zamanor. He took me in when I was little and taught me everything I know. He's pretty great.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
You must be special then. You put a
I have
lot of...
no idea.
Yeah. Well, if you like doing this work, you're welcome to the farm anytime. I think I said that yesterday, but listen, I can't extend the invitation enough, I guess.
It's nice to have someone who knows what they're doing out here, isn't it?
Yeah, I had that Sneera, I think her name is, super sweet girl, but she gets so frustrated easy, and I know this is not her priority. It's just it needs to get done. See, now you're even reading my mind.
I grew up in a garden, and we did not live in a town, really. So we had to be self-reliant. So I know
Yeah.
a thing or two about this, about what they're trying to do here, and I don't know. And I'm a mentor myself, so I understand.
I can tell. It looks like you're a cohort over there. Friend, cohort, companion, friend. Looks like
Student.
oh, student. Well, it looks like your student's gonna. She's taken pretty well to your teachings.
She's gonna be great.
I have no doubt. Well, I should probably wake some of the other kobolds up. It's time for a new lesson. Yeah. Well.
I'll get out of your hair before I do all of this
Yeah.
myself.
Listen, you got close. I had to kind of steer you away from a quadrant of it, but they'll get to it.
The magic helps a little.
Yeah, I wish I was
Kind of
magic.
the cheat code.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It takes so much time. Oh my god. But listen, like I said, if you ever need to come over here, you should. I recommend it. It's what did I drop? What did I personally drop in my real life? I don't know. I won't worry about it. But no. You see that she like kind of smiles and she's like, anyways, I'm rambling. Are you guys heading out today?
I don't know if we're heading out today, but I think we might be.
Okay. Well, if I don't see you again, I just wanted to say that what you did here was special. I think that all of the kobolds could tell, and I mean, I think even Aesaith, one of the toughest cookies to crumble, I think he's even shed a tear once. Don't tell him I said that.
She gets kind of close and like a little gossipy. She's like, "Don't worry, I won't."
Yeah, then it's a secret. And she kind of just like waves you off and says her goodbyes. Thing, we, after you woke Snap up, where did you go to sleep?
Probably similar spot where I was kind of sleeping before, so I guess next to Cini, if possible.
Okay, so you were next to Cini.
I would think so.
Okay. So you go, I'm assuming you go into the tent with Cini, you go to sleep. As you wake up, I would say, because, Cini, I'm gonna say Cini is still sleeping right now. So you wake up.
She is.
She
Fair.
had a lot of booze last night.
Yeah, she didn't get drunk, but she did have a lot of booze. But yeah,
It helps her sleep.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But you wake up, you see that it's morning time. You see that like Bunny and Miss Soft Song are doing their thing. Snap was at
Covered in
the
dirt.
yeah, she's covered in
Already.
dirt. And so is Miss Soft Song. You see that Miss Soft Song now is like, ushering like Sneera and like maybe Rix over to like actually start working in the garden. As like Felixith wakes up and starts to go back to like working on the infrastructure of what are going to be some of the buildings. You see that the work never stops. You see that this is starting to become a community. This is starting to become something big, and I don't know how thing feels, but you see that because it's like any other community, it feels normal in a way. Because it's very reminiscent of like your Seder village, where it's like, you know, people start out and they go and build things, or they're out maybe tending to a garden. They're, you know, there's a very slight, maybe a hint of familiarity, and it feels it's weird, but it almost feels like home.
Aw.
But what does Thing do? Is there anything that Thing is curious about? Does he wake Sini up? Or do they go see what Bunny's up to? What Snap's up to?
Bunny is looking for food. She woke up and immediately started working. Bitch hungry.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fair.
I think Thing would shake Sini a little bit just to see, like, if she's stirring. If she's not stirring, then Thing would go on by themselves. But if it looks like Sini's about to wake up anyways, they'll just, like, commit and shake him up, you know?
Okay.
Sini just kind of goes, away and, like, swats at him.
Cool.
Thing will accept that, and Thing also, like, a Thing, just the moment they wake up, they just immediately think of food, to be honest.
Heck yeah.
So I think they'd be on a similar mission to try and, like, see if the kobolds have, like, a cooking spot that they, like, do breakfast, or if they have, like, a food storage anywhere.
Yeah.
Even if it includes swiping something, I think Thing wants to try and find food.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I would say make a perception check.
Okay.
Can I as well?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
There's a non-zero chance we just end up running into each other.
Yeah.
Oh, you absolutely run into each other.
Perception. 15. That's actually a pretty good one.
14 and 15.
Alright.
So, there are, kind of close to the tents, like, so I'd say, like, there's, like, a log pile here. Close to the tents, but closer to the garden, there are, like, wooden crates and stuff that they've, used to start storing their, like, harvest materials. There are, like, there are some pre-packed crates that are open and full of, like apples and, like, a couple of other fruit, like adillas and, like, stuff like that.
This is I'm not hopeful, but is there any, like, fruit that, like, would feel like home to me, like anything like from the ocean? Because I'm sure Zamranor grew like some sort of, like, seaweed fruit of some sort.
There is not, unfortunately.
Weird.
Make a history check though.
Okay. 13.
13? I'll give it. So you distinctly remember that there was your bag, your satchel, your bag, whatever you were carrying to hold a lot of your stuff, was a little bit heftier than when you left home.
Food?
Aww.
I, like, sort of, like, move and I, like, rummage through my bag.
Cool. You rummage through your bag. Inside is, like, a little, like, sack, but the bottom of the sack is like kind of like tough, like there's a wooden bowl inside. And it's like kind of like wet at the top. Not grossly so.
Soup? What? I open it.
You open it, and inside is like a little salad with moon-laced seaweed and stuff like that. So it's like a sweeter salad.
I go sit by the fire and I just start nomming.
You do so, and it feels like home.
Aw.
It's like you were there when he made it. It feels like a memory was unlocked where like maybe you two were making a salad together and he like splashes some water as he's washing, the lettuce or something and the seaweed.
She gets emotional. And she like before anyone sees her, she like, wipes her eyes and like tries to shrug it off, but like she does get a little emotional.
Yeah.
She's trying extremely hard not to show how hard these last few days have been for her.
Yeah.
She's not succeeding super well, but she is trying very, very hard.
Yeah. Understandable. But yeah, I'll kind of cut from you if that's okay and go
Yeah,
back to Thing.
please.
There were those crates. Did you want to see what was like inside?
Yeah, I'll take a snoop.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean,
Roll
obviously,
anything?
nah. I'll give it to you. So when you get closer to the crates, there's more than just apples and adillas and stuff like that. You see like, other fruit that would be like, how would I describe it? I guess they would be like closer to like plantains and like stuff like that. You get like a lot of like pretty delicious stuff. It unfortunately there is no meat, but meat
Yeah.
is definitely a later issue for them.
I think Thing would just take two things off the top. They just want to grab an apple and one of the adillas.
Okay.
Is it all fresh? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Is it all fresh food?
Yeah, they're all fresh.
Okay.
Yeah, there's I found it. It's called a Ferragus. It's a tropical fruit that's specifically known. It looks like a banana, kind of.
Huh.
It's like the way that it grows is it's like the standard banana shape, and then like a banana mirrored underneath it. So it's like two bananas kind of fused together, and then like a third banana sprouts from like the middle. It's weird,
Very
but
cool.
they are like this like metallic-y purple, and they're closest in similarities to a dragon fruit, with a and like in the cross section it looks kind of like a galaxy pattern, between like the like dark purple inside. Like it's like a mix of like purples, blues, pinks, greens, and then like the seeds are white. They look like stars, so it looks kind of like a galaxy.
I'm gonna say one last thing and then I'll shut up.
No, you're good.
For like a
Yeah,
considerable
alright.
amount of time. I don't mean to talk so much, but like gardening is my area of expertise.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
While
I'm not bothered.
while I'm munching, I'm gonna pull out my journal and I'm gonna start drawing a schematic. I assume that Xehanort would have taught me how to preserve food.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna start drawing a schematic for a drying rack that's specifically built for fruit.
Okay.
Fruit and vegetables, and like start like writing out like, here's how to dry certain fruits. Here's how to like cure meat with salt. Here's how to smoke meat, and then drawing like schematics for a smokehouse,
Yeah.
and like putting like little notes that's like, you need to be drying and preserving at least a third of your food. You need to start stockpiling. Like, this is how you're gonna do that. This is how you're gonna store it. And I'm just gonna like draw a couple schematics, give
Mhm.
them some notes, give them some like advice on how that process works,
Good.
and then like a page or like a couple pages for like a vegetable drying rack, a meat drying rack, a fruit one, and then a
Mhm.
smokehouse. And then like that whole process, everything that I know, and I'm gonna tear those out, and I'm gonna go find whoever is in charge of food,
Yeah.
give it to them, and then I'm done.
I would say you probably run into Arby and you give it to him. He's not necessarily like the head of food, but he kind of has to be for now because there's only 6 kobolds.
Yeah, and I'll just be like, hey, I really don't want to overstep, but I noticed that you guys are working on building up your food stores, and all of your food is fresh, and fresh fruit and meat, it just won't keep for very long. So I drew some like schematics and wrote down some notes on how to dry out fruit and cure meat to create like jerky so that you can start stockpiling for the winter. And I hand him the pages if that's okay. I just want to help.
You see his face lights up. He goes wide-eyed, and you see this like giant ass grin just on his face, and he's like, "Thank you. Oh, this is so sweet. Oh," and he gives you a hug. He hugs your
I
leg.
give him a hug. Yeah, I give him a hug.
He's like, this. Yeah, we've been needing, something to preserve our food for a while, and we haven't had, anybody who specializes in that, because, Miss Softsaw, she just kind of ships out her food. It's not on her to keep it, so, I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and I've lived off the land for a while, and I know a thing or two about like drying food and curing it. It's really important, especially if you guys don't have access to meat yet, that you are preserving as much food as you can. You should keep at least 2/3 of fresh food, and then have 1/3 stockpiled every time you're harvesting,
Yeah.
so that you have enough to survive the winter, because crops will not grow in the winter, and big game especially is going to be much harder to hunt in the winter. You need to be stockpiling now before you get to that point.
Okay. Stockpile.
Yeah.
Got it. I'll let Morris know so he can write it down. Thank you so much. And he runs
I
off.
wrote it down. Well, okay.
He runs off.
He has the pages. He'll figure it out.
Yeah, he'll figure it out. But yeah, so he goes, Thing, you grab this like amalgamation of like a dragon fruit banana looking thing. And I'm assuming you start eating it.
I'm gonna start eating it, and I want to take the apple to Cini.
Okay.
But, like, on the way of, like, walking, I am just taking bites out of this weird fruit thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure what part is edible and what isn't, but I'm just eating
Yeah,
all of
you're
it.
you're just eating it.
Thing doesn't really care.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go down, they'll spit it out, but
Yeah.
it'll probably go down, because Thing is...
A bottomless pit.
They are something.
Yeah.
Those ripping teeth.
No, for real, those ripping teeth. But yeah.
I mean, they're a goblin. They probably ate weirder shit.
I mean, they
True.
did eat raw chicken and a burnt egg, so
Yeah, and they liked it. So
And they loved
that's
it.
important.
But yeah, so like taking a bite out of this, it has like a sweet like flavor at first, and then it comes into like a how like when you take a bite out of like sour candy, it has like the citric acid like that
Yeah.
hits like right after the sweet part. It kind of has that, which I don't know if like that's something that Thing specifically likes, but it it does to a general population taste really, really good. It's kind of like if you were to make like lemonade, you would use an Adilla, right?
Okay.
If you wanted like a sour candy treat for like with like maybe like citric acid, you're gonna get that specifically.
Yeah. Cool.
See.
Yeah. I love it. It's delicious. I'll have to send a picture in the chat later. I might have sent it in the thread, but
Valid.
that's been gone for a minute. I'll revamp it. But yeah. So you make your way back to Sini. Is Sini still asleep at that point?
By this point, she'd probably be kind of like stirring and like starting to get up. So like, she would still be groggy, but she'd be kind of like starting to sit back up on her log.
Okay.
Angrily.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So Thing, you get there, you see that Sini is stirring. Not quite awake, but not asleep. What do you do?
Thing takes the apple and like puts it against Cini's mouth as if they're like trying to feed Cini the apple.
Oh,
Sini instinctively opens her mouth.
oh my god.
That's a
I
bad
just think-
instinct.
Bunny's explaining food storage and just like looks over like, huh? Okay.
Fucking
But yeah, so she just takes a big old bite. You know, it's just crunch. And she looks up and is like, what are you doing?
It's morning. You're hungry.
I suppose I am. And she she goes to take the apple out of Thing's hand.
Thing lets her. Although, frankly, she probably has like fucking sticky apple juice like all over her mouth now because, oh my gosh, apples are messy to like.
Oh,
eat
yeah.
just whole like that.
Oh yeah, you have it like right in the crease of the cheeks, like the smile lines.
Dude, not the cheek crease.
Yeah, the smile lines.
Just munching.
Oh god, I almost
Motion.
said something that I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to know.
Don't either.
Not yet. Not yet. Off recording. We'll discuss.
Not that bad. It just sounds bad.
Fair. But yeah. So you take a bite. I'm gonna quickly cut over to Dawn just to see kind of,
yeah.
whatever. Dawn, I will say, this is something that I think I ended the session on. When you went to bed, the voice of a woman, in like originally in the back of your mind, kind of forced itself forward. She specifically said, "Hey," with like as if she was trying to get your attention as you were sleeping.
Yeah.
It's not a voice that you're familiar with. So it's not like Bunny, Dawn, or not Bunny, Dawn. It's not Bunny or Sini or like Arwilla or anybody like
Yeah.
that. So you can
Yeah.
rule out a bunch of people. It's also not Lilith, so you can rule her out.
Yeah. Okay.
But it is a voice that you're not familiar with. As you were sleeping as well, you also heard the words "Come find me" and Veal's garden, and that's about all
Oh.
that you would have gotten.
Okay.
It's like if a radio connection kind of, or like a phone call started to drop,
Yeah.
where you like cut out. So she was trying to speak a full sentence to you, but couldn't. And then you woke up. So
I like don't look like I've slept well. I've got like I've been like sleeping fitfully. I've got like dark circles, but yeah, I look like I want to go back to sleep, but I just kind of begrudgingly get up.
that's fair. So you get up, you see that I guess at this point Thing and Sini are in their tent. Thing puts an apple into Sini's mouth. Arpy has run away, or has started running away from Bunny.
Bunny's like, I wrote it down. Oh god, they're never gonna live through winter.
You see that Grorg has woken up, Epe has woken up, so they've moved from the embers of the fire. And I think that's about all you can see from here. But was there anything that piques your interest as you wake up, or?
Oh god. I mean, I'm just really not feeling great. Um. God. I mean, I'm probably just gonna sit. Maybe take out my little book that I write things in,
Okay.
and like write down the name that I heard of the location
Yeah.
that was mentioned in my sleep,
Where's Veal's
so I can remember it.
Viola's Garden
Yeah, have I heard
is
of it?
it's not been something that's been mentioned to a lot of you.
Oh.
But Viola's Garden is in between, I believe it's Silver Moon and Soft Song Farms.
Yeah, it's really out of our way.
It is really out of the way. But it is there.
Heard.
Yeah, if you look at the thing where it says like Aspen and Deathfall. Also ignore the Barkholm area. That's not a real place. I don't think I'm gonna put that there. But Viola's Garden is a real place.
Okay.
And it's also like Wimborne. It's actually in between Wimborne and Soft Song Farms. But
Okay.
you guys have never been to Wimborne, so.
But I know of it, I guess.
Yeah, you know of all of these places. You just
Okay. Yeah.
You've never been. You don't know what it's like.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, I just write that down. I kind of stare at it.
Yeah.
Rub yeah, I was gonna say I'm like rubbing my temples. I have a horrible headache.
Yeah. You see that I guess outside of your periphery, Ryloth walks up and he's like, "You look like you slept well."
Yeah, great. Thanks for noticing. You can tell.
Oh yeah. Feel like the temple rubs are really
Yeah.
what sold it.
It's a good sign. Well,
Yeah.
every lady needs her beauty rest.
Oh, I'm well aware. I'm well aware. If Araka doesn't get at least 12 hours of sleep right now, she will throw several pillows, and then I'll be
Everyone.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like, the amount of times that I've lost a mug
Yeah.
or any type of like drinkware, it's not
I can't
fun.
say I blame her. I mean, I can't imagine what I'd do in her shoes.
Oh yeah, no, hey.
No one
I-
would be safe.
Fair. But so you guys heading out today?
Yeah, I guess I'm not really sure where to go from here.
Hmm.
I don't. God, I mean, I'm not really accustomed to war or strategizing or planning. I'm just kind of fucking winging it.
Yeah. Well, we get very bare bones training with the Caldera guard force. It's we left before it got really bad with Demetrius, but I'm sure they go into more detail. But we were told originally to just protect and serve, and also turn a blind eye to Demetrius. Never question him.
Yeah, that was your first mistake.
Oh yeah, the moment we tried to pry or tried to protect, because I mean, Vodraka has been trying to, you know, she was looking out for her dad. We immediately got booted to Estrella. So
Thank you for helping us. We're not exactly the soldier types, except maybe Sini. I don't know.
yeah, she has potential.
I think she's pretty damn badass.
Oh, there's no question about that. Who knows? Maybe she was a guard in her past life.
Maybe.
Anyways, well, if you're heading to Estrella, then I'll probably tag along just for the ride.
I guess we've already tried to convince you that you don't have to help us, but
I mean,
we appreciate it. I mean, you both have a lot to lose.
yeah, and the unfortunate part of this is we all have a role to play. So once I'm back in Estrella, I mean,
God,
I just have to act like a guard, a grunt, something.
I'll be honest, I don't really know what my role in all this is, and whenever I try to think of one, I don't really like the answer I come up with.
Well,
If that makes sense. Maybe I sound crazy.
I don't know. Maybe you're asking the wrong questions.
Well, fuck if I know the right ones.
Huh?
That's ominous.
I feel like if you're not getting the answers you seek, if the outcomes are unfavorable, I'm not saying skew your questions in your favor, but maybe
Talking
rephrasing
about-
them will help.
God, I'm not. I'm not a philosopher.
Yeah, I'm not one for philosophy either, but
God, I mean.
Wayland was. Badraka's dad. If
Oh.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Are
I
you sure he wasn't like an Okay, wait, out of character. What was the name of like the
people?
that yes,
the Atopians.
Atopians.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Are you sure he wasn't maybe like an Atopian? It seems like there's a lot pointing towards that.
He never explicitly said anything, and
Well, yeah, but why would you? I mean, apparently.
you're right. I mean, you guys found a children's book in the house, right? And
Yeah.
a talisman.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
honestly,
God, he must have had something to do with it.
yeah. But I mean, every time I ask for Draka, she gets all tense and defensive, and she's always like, "How would I know? He never talked to me in that way. He never explained stuff like that. He just read the book when she was a kid."
But, I mean, fuck, that's a pretty damn good lead, but
Yeah.
I mean, God, I don't want to stress her out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she might be a good lead, but we'd have to go back to Xanrenor's, and well, you would have to go back to Xanrenor's. I probably wouldn't join you.
We don't have time for that.
Yeah. A lot can happen in a month. A lot can happen in a day, so
Yeah, I've noticed. Apparently someone can die and come back in a day. I guess it was
It was-
overnight, but still.
It was 3 days. It was
God.
counting. It was counting. Uh, but yeah, no, it's I mean, just come up with a plan if you need any guidance. I might be able to point you in some sort of direction. I don't know if it'll be right. I don't think there's a right answer right now, but
No. I don't have any answer right now, but
yeah.
I'd like to say I want guidance, but
Yeah.
I don't think it would even be enough. I just feel lost.
Yeah. Look, as a second in command of the, well, former second in command of the Calderian Guard, I would ask you this. You all are a team, right? Make a decision like a team.
Yeah.
See what everybody else has to say, and if that equals something, then, or if you can come to an agreement, is I guess what I'm trying to say.
God, I suppose we can try.
Yeah. Just talk it over, and like I said, if you need guidance, I'm here. I don't know how much my say is worth, but
I mean, I don't say this a lot, but you seem trustworthy.
Hmm.
And trust me, that is saying a lot.
No, I agree. I feel like if it was anybody else, they'd be like, "No, you're a Calderian Guard." Blah 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 blah.
Oh,
Whatever.
yeah. It counts for a lot that you two left.
Yeah.
I mean,
We wanted to get out, so that's when we put in the transfer.
you sacrificed a lot.
Yeah, and I would do anything for her, for my kid. So I
That-
just, you know,
That's beautiful.
yeah, it's
I never really cared about anything like that, except for Pip, and I
yeah.
suppose,
Look,
I don't know, it's hard having people to care for. I'm not used to it.
no, it's a lot, but I realized once, you know, obviously Fudraka told me she was pregnant, and you know, I mean, we had planned for it. If you have a kid, or you're planning to have a kid, your life is forfeit. It's all of your being is going to go into making sure this kid survives, and I'm any opportunity that I can do that, I will. That's why I got to do this.
Yeah.
You know,
A good egg.
it's like,
That's
plus I can't let Vidraka. You know,
that devotion is admirable.
well,
I don't think I've ever been as devoted to anything as that, except for maybe running.
Huh?
I think I'd like to be someday.
yeah, well,
I don't know
maybe,
if I could devote myself to a person. God, that sounds terrifying.
I don't think it gets any less terrifying once you're in it.
God,
But
how do you trust somebody that much, or stand to being around them that much? God, I mean, Voldraka is wonderful, but I can't even stand myself half the time. I don't know how to stand another person.
I it's hard. I like to think that she's like a better half. I feel like a lot of people say that, but I don't know. To me, it feels true. It feels like she rounds me out. I don't know, and she kind of takes the reins a lot. She's very ambitious. Where, sure, I'm ambitious. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. She pulls a lot of weight, and I try to do the same, but in another way. I try to be her rock while she gets to go off and do all the fun things. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're head over heels for her.
Unfortunately, it's an illness. It's an illness.
Yeah, yeah. But it's sweet.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a little jealous.
Well, hey, if you want her, you can have her. Kidding.
Valley's always an option.
Valley is always an option. But no, he was like, no, I would not let you take my wife. But
Oh, I didn't think you would. I wasn't trying, if I'm being honest.
no, I don't
I'm
assume
not ready
that.
for kids.
I was making. You know how like older, like when you're a kid and your dad's like, you can have my wife, ha ha ha. I feel like you kind of means that. I don't mean that. I
don't relate to that.
Okay.
I
was like,
I mean, my father did try to give me away.
Well.
But...
Well,
or at least I think he would have.
Demetrius doesn't surprise me in that regard.
And, yeah, he's not great.
No.
But, I mean, Liz, I appreciate you, and Voldraka.
Yeah.
You're good people.
Thank you.
And if you guys need to get out, like, of this, or you feel like you need to escape at any point, none of us will blame you.
Yeah, well...
I mean, you have a family.
We do, but our family's going to be here. So... we might as well fight for it while we can. Well, I'll fight for it while I can. I don't want Rodraka to kill this baby.
Yeah, I'd rather she didn't do that either. But yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to Estrella today.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the plan, that's the plan. Like I said, talk it over with your friends. See if they have any other plans. But I'm sure you guys will come to an agreement.
I'm sure. I kind of like am just like I don't know how to deal with the earnest conversation we've just had. I feel weird, and I'm like, I just look a bit awkward, and I'll like kind of like gently punch like his arm, be like, "Good talk, pal."
He reciprocates by lightly punching you in the shoulder, and he's like, back at you. And he walks off. There's no awkwardness to it either. He was just like, and just walks away.
He's Waluigi.
He is Waluigi. But yeah, so he leaves. You all are sitting down.
And to think, just yesterday I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah. And you've had a very intimate conversation.
You want my wife?
Hey, you want my wife? Hey, you can have my
Yeah.
wife. Just kidding.
Yeah.
She's mine.
I could get her.
Oh, 1000%.
I have
Why
a
not
very
both?
high charisma modifier. I don't know. I'm not interested in Ryloth. He's not my type.
That's fair.
Damn, that's cruel.
No,
Then
hey,
for-
He's
What-
too nice.
What would the ship name between Dawn and Valley be? Donnie?
Dally.
Donnie.
Sally?
I
Dawn.
like Dally. Dawn is the name of my old jazz professor, and I honestly don't like him.
Oop.
So
Valid. Valid.
I post this on the internet.
Fair. But yeah. Well, it's gonna go on the internet anyway. Sorry, Bessie.
No, cut out that part.
Okay, I'll try. But yeah, so yeah, you sit there. I think Snap is also around the campfire too. So Snap is very much privy to this conversation.
Bunny is just like fighting for her life.
I did not. I imagined we were like a little bit sick because everybody was like up and around.
Well,
imagined,
I don't
like,
think
Dawn
Snap
was-
has gotten up yet. Like gotten
No,
up
yeah,
from the
that's-
campfire.
I mean, I wouldn't object to Snap hearing it. I mean, Dawn's not the most like,
Cuddle?
actually, that's not the word I was looking for at all.
Oh.
Shit.
When
You
I
said
get tired,
actually?
I forget words. I was just gonna say, like, I feel like she doesn't notice. She's not the most observant
Yeah.
About-
Okay.
Yeah.
other people's feelings. And
Yeah,
so
that's
I
fair.
feel like I would just, like, not notice Snap if she's not talking in that moment.
Yeah. But yeah, Snap, you're privy to all of that. I guess, I would say a little bit of time passes before, like, you know, and everyone kind of has gathered around, like, the now just, like, charcoal-esque, fire pit that's now been, you know, just smoking for, you know, not too long, but, you know, it's just been smoking for a little bit. You all kind of sit with your, like, food or whatever. And yeah. So was there anything that anybody wanted to do here? It's probably closer to, like, 10 a.m. or something like that by now.
Bunny would have done what I said earlier.
Mhm.
Should have done the schematic and taken it to RP.
Yeah,
RP?
RP, yeah.
And like when he's like, "I'll go tell someone to write it," I feel like she would have just been like, "Oh God, they're not gonna survive winter," and she would have chased after him and like fighting for her life, trying to explain to everyone the schematic that she gave.
Mm-hmm.
And like explain that they need to follow the schematic that she gave them.
Yeah.
That winging this process would be very bad.
I feel like Miss Soft Song would have told you to tell Felksith so he could start setting it up. So
Yeah, and she would have done that. So
Yeah.
Bunny has been running around like a chicken with her head cut off for
yeah.
the better part of the morning.
With that too, he probably took your advice, by the way, Felksith would have, and then also he probably would have asked you how your, like, bow and upgrades were, since he was the, like, blacksmith that gave you, like, your quiver and everything.
Well, you know, I died, so I didn't really have a chance to test it out. But I'm sure they're great.
Fair. So yeah, you make some small talk and, you know, whatever. I just wanted to include that because I thought it was a cute little moment that he would be like, "Oh, hey, I remember you."
That's very sweet.
But yeah, you all kind of go and if there's nothing else for y'all to, like, or that you want to do, you all gather kind of to talk about the plan.
So, what's all primary game plan?
I still think we need to get horses and a carriage. We cannot rely on Bella for a primary.
No, yes, I agree. So that's our first order of business.
I think our best bet is either gonna be Ustrea or Sacred Keep. At least that's what I was told.
And then what after that?
We
Search
were
aimlessly?
we were gonna follow the path of the lady. What's her name? I got it. Hold on.
So, New Year fail?
Yes,
Where?
something like that. Yeah. Well,
The elf
I.
woman.
Up north, right?
Yeah.
Like
up by
lands-
Soshin and
Yeah,
Oh.
Soshin,
With the Soshin. Okay.
and then
Okay,
Teskel.
No.
Ofruhe? What is this word? I'm sorry.
I think that's Ofray, but that's you don't have to go there. That's it's
Oh.
just Soshin and Teskill.
let's focus
Well-
on getting the horses and carriage, and we can...
Ustrea is on the way.
Yeah.
On the way to...
To Soshin.
Do we need to
Right.
do anything else before we go to Ustrea? Do we need to go anywhere else that's not too far out of the way?
I
We
don't-
could... we could go back to Caldera, you know? Try and get me killed again.
Hmm.
Ustrea is not on the way. I
That's
lied.
that is out of the
But it's
that is
So,
way
where are we
past
planning
Ustrea.
to get a horse and carriage?
Ustrea.
Ustrea?
I spent a bit of
Big-
time there. I
Listen,
think they have horses.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
have
I'd be surprised. Didn't.
they have
We've been
stables
through a
on every
lot.
exit.
I think we should head to Ustrea. We've had a long journey and we have a long journey ahead of us. Let's converge there and make our plans
Yeah.
once we've prepared everything.
You're not ready to go now?
Hmm.
What else is there left to do?
Yeah, I don't think we have any other business here.
I
helped
mentioned to
as much
go.
as I could. It's on them now
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
actually do what I told them. Maybe they'll
Hey.
live through the winter.
Yeah,
It
they
doesn't
got some
all
pretty
affect it.
reliable people.
I trust Felxith to not let them
Yeah, leave him.
starve to death.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
they'll
sure
be
it's like taking
fine.
care of. I'm sure it's like taking care of children. I feel like he has a daughter,
Oh.
right?
But that's not easy. Taking care of how many of them are there? A lot.
There's 6
One,
kobolds
two,
and a bunch
three,
of other
four.
people.
Yeah, 6.
I swear I took out more than that.
Huh.
Well, maybe
Well,
you
you
can't
made
count.
the order on him. There's that.
I sure did.
Yeah. Well then, I guess if we're ready to go, we should
Yeah,
probably get
I don't
moving.
want to waste any more time.
Yeah. With that, you also see that Ryloth joins you. Kaiko is there, and she'll join you.
Do we?
actually-
So,
mhm.
how far is Ustrea? Like, days travel wise?
Looking at this now, Ustrea isn't that far. I would say it would probably take
On
if you're
foot?
on foot now at like 10 o'clock. It'll probably take you. You'll probably get there around nighttime, like today.
Oh, okay.
Like 8-ish?
Yeah, like 8ish 9. It would take you a long time, but it wouldn't be terrible. It would be the same with like Sacred Keep. It might take you a little bit longer to get to Sacred Keep, but
Yeah, so Sacred Keep is way further.
I think when we did it last time, Sacred Keep was like a day or two from Ustrea, and it's probably going to be a little bit, just a few hours longer if you're leaving from Asmarin.
If I'm not mistaken, Sacred Keep was a half of a day longer than a trip to Ustrea or
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah, then, yeah.
So it's a bit out of the way.
It is a bit out of the way.
What were we gonna go to Sacred Keep for?
Horses.
Just
That was
Oh,
the other
we're
option.
getting the horse.
Yeah,
we're getting horses
it was
in
other. It was
Ustrea.
the other option. Yeah. But yeah, so you guys will probably gear up to go. Like I said, Ryloth will decide to join you. Kaiko was gonna join you, but she actually, with Harvest taking some of the refugees over to the Satyr tribe, she said that she would. She promised Harvest that she would meet her somewhere around Sacred Keep to she just wanted to surprise you guys here. So she's going the opposite way.
I gotcha.
What were you gonna say though? Zin?
I was just going to say something that I can't remember.
Fair.
Continue.
Before you leave though, I know I've said that like 4 times. Grorg will hand Bunny another thing of bread
Oh,
as like a parting gift.
sweet prince.
And he's like, oh well, you know,
Is there anything that you need me to do for your mom while I'm in Australia? Or just check on her?
I mean, aside from warning her that that Baron and Demetrius are coming, I think she'll be fine. She can
Sure.
hold her gambit.
Does she know about our Willa?
She doesn't.
Do you need me to tell her?
You see that he like bites his like upper lip in like stress, and he's like, yeah, if you could,
Okay.
thank you. I'm sure there'll be more bread waiting for you here when you get back.
I give him the biggest of hugs.
He hugs you back and he squeezes you so tight.
I accept it.
It's the biggest bear hug you've ever had.
I'm in his ear. I just go, please be safe.
Yeah.
If there's danger here, don't be a hero. Get out. Get the people you can and get the heck out of Dodge.
He nods and he's like, yeah. Okay. I'll do that.
I give him a kiss on the cheek and I join my friends.
You see as he kind of like lets you go, he waves and you know he yells to you and everybody else. He's like, "Oh, good luck. I'll see you on the other side." And he goes to join like Tog and Felxith and assisting with like the manual labor.
I think it's funny that Tog just decided to help the kobolds. Like he's like, okay, I guess this is my life now.
Yeah, I mean,
Where's he gonna go?
I mean,
yeah. Where do what like?
we broke him out of prison, and now he's like, sounds good.
Yeah, he's like,
This
I got
is
nothing
still
better to
on.
do. Yeah, he's like, I got nothing better to do.
Sure.
So,
Probably laying low, hiding.
Honestly,
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
True.
It's like, I don't want to go back to jail.
yeah, it's yeah, it's a
Where's he
lot.
gonna go? What's he gonna do?
Oh,
It's just Hamilton.
Yeah, exactly. Tog is Hamilton.
Alexander
Togmilton. He's Togmilton.
Toggleton. Oh.
Toggleton.
Toggleton's better.
Toggleton.
Yeah, Toggleton
Alexander
is for sure.
Toggleton.
Nah.
It's got
Oh,
another ring
please.
to it.
Alexander Toggleton was my father. Just call me Tog. But yeah, so you guys all you all head out. It's just the 5 of you and then Ryloth and Jot. So I'll give you just a well, we'll go a little bit longer just so that way we can get through a little bit of Ustrea stuff. So that way next time we can like really just like shoot for whatever, right?
Very
Yeah.
quickly. I
Very
spend
quickly.
the better part of the first hour we're traveling just fucking with Jot. Like trying to take the never like actually taking the dagger, but like going for it and like
He baps you every time.
tripping him, like just causing pure mischief and chaos. And like on occasion, like she's doing it for the express purpose to lead everyone into a false sense so that she can get the others.
Mm.
Are
Mhm.
you an elk right now?
No,
Oh.
she's a tiefling.
Um,
She's just being
An
you
elk.
as you do this every so often, you see that he kind of lets it happen. He laughs a little bit. He gets a little frustrated. You go to do it one time, and he swipes your legs out from under you.
Do I Eldritch Blast him?
You can. You can certainly
No.
try.
No, I
It's
don't.
really funny.
Christ.
I don't. But what I
He
do
dies.
is, as I land on my back, I like reach up and I clap in his face, and thaumaturgy goes off, and it's like the loudest thunder boom right in his face.
He's like, ow! Son of a- You little shit.
Holy fuck, guys! It's fucking 8 o'clock in the morning.
Ugh.
And
I
two
grabbed
of us
the-
have hangovers.
I grabbed the back of Dawn's pant leg.
I don't wear pants.
Or her loincloth or whatever.
Her skirt.
I have a skirt on. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grab the back of it and I try and trip her. I don't trip her successfully. But just
no
like
one can trip me.
being kind of a menace.
Hey, what's the role for a grapple?
It's a contested strength or it's a contested acrobatics or athletics versus athletics, I want to say. So the grappler, I believe, is strength. The grappler is athletics. The grapplee is
Ignore that second roll.
is acrobatics or athletics. So
Yeah, Sini is gonna try and just pick up Bunny outright.
he allows it. I'm not even like she just allows that
Uh-oh.
to happen.
Okay. I expected a roll.
Would you like me to roll? Would you like me to fight? I will.
No, it's fine.
I'll fail.
This doesn't affect any of my purpose. I was chewing because I thought it was gonna take a little bit longer.
Yeah, you failed.
Anyways,
Me too.
but yeah, no, Sini just like picks up Bunny and looks her just like kind of in the eyes and just says, "What is wrong with you today?"
Nothing.
She's been doing it all night. Don't worry about it. It's a burst of energy.
You know
Get
what?
into my
No.
task.
He's got the zoomies.
Sini puts her back down. He says, like she puts her hand like kind of like up in the air and says, "I should be happy. You're feeling better."
Yeah.
I wrap my arm around Sini and I kind of like put quite not all of my weight, but quite like kind of a lot of my weight. So you kind of have to drag me.
No.
Just generally being a menace. And if anyone would like to make an insight roll, because this is odd behavior for Bunny.
I feel like Sini would.
Yeah, go for it.
Sorry to pull up my titty.
Did you say you're trying to pull your titty out?
Yeah.
I have to pull up my sheet.
I don't mean to
Oh.
backseat DM, but I have some stuff. But
No, you're good. I'm here for it.
15.
I mean, CD was kind of asking what her deal was anyway, so it's
Yeah,
not.
true.
Yeah, it's only natural.
I am gonna base it off of my charisma, which is 14, so you beat it.
Hell yeah.
Again, don't mean to backseat DM. It's just like insight rolls are kind of hard against player characters.
Yeah.
You notice that Bunny has been kind of a menace all night. Like, even before the long rest, she was a menace. And she did not sleep very well, and you would have noticed that. And it's becoming increasingly obvious that she is acting this way for two reasons. She's acting this way
Okay.
because she is trying very hard to appear normal to the party. Because something is very clearly wrong with her that she doesn't want to talk about, so she's trying to act normal. And she's also acting this way very likely as part of her pact, as her patron is an archfey, so she's being a little more chaotic than usual just because
I see.
of her patron.
I see.
Yeah. That's what you pick up on.
Well, I don't see that, only Sini does, I guess.
No, yeah, Cini sees
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sini would see right through Bunny, despite missing an eye.
I
Mm.
feel like it's gonna end with like Cini losing her other eye and just being blind.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Just with all the eye
god.
jokes that Cini makes, dude.
You need to get an
LASIK.
evergreen
No,
eye.
LASIK surgery.
LASIK.
I think one of these is a little bit more feasible, and ironically, it is the magic.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Evergreen eye or LASIK.
There's
Make
a
a
magic.
decision.
I was like,
There's a magic
LASIK
item
isn't.
that is essentially just a prosthetic eye you can see out of. That's a real
really?
magic item.
yeah,
Oh,
Sini might
that's
have to get a hold of that one day.
true.
Okay. I see, Bunny kind of acting up, and I'm like, oh, maybe, like, she needs, like, she's still a little, like, stressed out. I'm like, maybe she needs a distraction. And I'm like, hey, look, entertainment. And then I cast, Minor Illusion and make a little, like, squirrel in a top hat, and tap shoes appear in the sky, and it tap dances.
Hell yeah.
And Bunny is enamored immediately.
It tap dances for 1 minute.
Pip in like the little the like chest, the like chest seat, whatever it's called, the swaddle.
Baby Bjorn?
Yeah, the baby Bjorn. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Pip in the little baby Bjorn is trying to mimic the squirrel.
Yeah.
Oh, we left Pip. I didn't know we
Yeah.
still had him.
He got,
He got baby Bjorned.
he got neutered after Vin
Uh.
left.
Fair enough.
Damn.
He did kind of, because he's not hyper anymore.
No.
True.
But it's because he
He
can't
got,
move.
Neuter
uh,
a bird?
This is post lobotomy, Pip.
Post lobotomy
Oh,
Pip.
no.
Damn.
Beanie gets
While,
sick.
while,
Pip
while
gets
Bunny's...
lobotomized.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
While Bunny's distracted, can I cast Disguise Self and make myself a bunny?
Why?
Just want to fuck with her.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, do
I
it.
can make myself look like Bunny too.
Can you change your height that much?
Yeah, it's a foot in either direction.
Yeah, it's a foot in either
Okay.
direction, and Cini is
Yeah,
5'2".
Cini's short. Yeah, so...
I
it's not a
forgot
full
Cini's
foot.
short. I just imagined she was larger for some reason.
Yeah.
If I see,
Dawn would not be able to, I don't think. Because,
oh, I don't see. Never mind.
well, you can
Yeah,
see.
Oh.
But, like,
tall
John
Bunny.
I was saying Dawn can't shift into Bunny because Dawn's too tall.
Oh, I could be a little bit shorter.
Yeah, you could be a little bit shorter, but Bunny's
I can make
4'11".
myself look like Bunny. That's
You
okay.
can get about an inch away from
Oh.
Bunny's height.
Yeah, roundabout.
You can get 5 foot.
Yeah.
You can get pretty close.
But yeah, Cini would just start mocking Bunny.
Bunny is like completely unfazed by all of this. Does your imitation have the spectral horn and tail and green eyes, or is it original Bunny?
I feel like it'd be kind of fucked up if it was
Can you
original Bunny.
disguise
Yeah.
self for like spectral things?
Can you?
You can
I
make
don't
It
yourself
is, 'cause
look.
it's an illusion,
like
isn't it? So
Yeah.
Illusion.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, so I mean, I would say it's new Bunny.
It's Bunny now.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is unfazed, and she is amused by it.
Teeny drops the spell and just like blows a raspberry at her for not being more phased.
You can't out chaos, Bunny.
Well, we can try.
I
But
love
we'll
that.
try.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, you make your way to Ustrea. It's a little late when you get there. It's about 8 p.m. But I would say you immediately take the time. Like once you get to the outskirts, there are like stables and whatever. There are people who are like obviously like storing horses and selling horses. So it's the same stable, but you can store a horse or you could buy a horse.
Is there a pure white horse?
Mm. Make a
Or as
perception.
close
Make a
as close to
perception check.
white
Yeah, make a perception
as I
check.
can get. 11.
11. Yeah. What you see is this. It's like it is a white horse. However, it like on its back, it has like these like brown and gray and like black spots, kind of like freckled. But for the most part, it is white.
I go up to it.
Yeah.
We're getting 2, right?
Uh-huh. I think we should. Just for like weight capacity. And like
Can I?
I don't want to
Oh, sorry.
overwork these poor horses, you know? Like Bunny would be
Right.
very aware of like not overworking them.
I really want to try something.
Okay.
Can I go up to the person who's like selling the horses?
Yeah. You see. I mean, you approach this. This like. Kind of like. She's tired. It's this like tired dwarven woman.
Teeny would plop both her hands onto the counter and be like, "Hello. I want to buy a horse."
Oh, hey, hi. Yeah. Which one were you?
I want to cut a deal with you.
Which one were you looking at? I'm sorry. Huh?
I want to cut a deal with you. What is your worst behaved horse here?
Worst
On
behaved?
face palm.
Yes.
Yeah, you can get old Dynamo over there, and she points to like. She points to this beautiful like black stallion with this like really cool like light brown mane.
Okay.
Maybe
If I
Bunny
can
talk to it.
if I can get him to listen to me, can I have him for free?
What?
Interesting.
Yeah, like
That's
if
not
I
a good deal.
No, listen. Cause okay, this horse must be a nightmare to sell, right?
I mean, it's been
Still gotta
perceived to be a nightmare, but it's just a horse.
Listen, how about you could sell it to us at a very discounted rate?
Yeah, like we're talking like 50% off. I'll get it to do a trick.
It's gonna be 50 gold.
50?
Yeah.
It's a bit extortionate.
It's
Bunny is like over by this white horse, like trying to pet it. And she's like, that's actually the going rate for horses.
Yeah, the
This whole-
the rate I wish I could change the price, but the owner of the stables would literally kill me.
Okay.
Mm.
You know what? I understand. Can I go? Can I go
No,
into the pen with the horses so I can, get a feel for them?
Bunny is already in
that's
there.
suspicious. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Beanie's gonna freaking steal a horse, dude. What the?
No. I have a
Thingwood.
different plan in mind. I have a different plan.
You're gonna
Uh-huh.
convince the horses to revolt.
You're really fucking close. Can I go up to Dynamo?
Yeah.
I cannot speak with animals.
Okay. What do you say?
I say. Oh, actually, also fun. Oh wait. Okay. I'm gonna cast Animal Friendship first, and then speak with animals.
Okay.
I hope your animal handling is high too, man.
It is.
Good.
So.
I don't even know what the intelligence for a horse is.
Won't either.
Fuck yeah.
It's probably similar to.
I imagine it's.
What is the intelligence of a
I
horse?
imagine it's lower than 4, right?
An
'Cause it is
elk
animal.
Default. Oh, this is for
And-
Pathfinder.
An elk is -4 to intelligence.
It says a riding horse has an intelligence score of 2.
Yeah.
Two,
So
okay. Yeah,
this
we're
would
good.
work.
Yeah, here it is. Okay,
But it has to
maybe.
succeed a Wisdom saving throw.
Let's see.
-4.
Don't they auto fail if they have a certain,
Yeah,
like, below a certain level of intelligence or something?
I don't think it's that low though.
It's
yeah.
-4, isn't it?
It
But
is
yeah.
-4.
But like it's 2. The modifiers.
If the
4.
beast's
Yeah.
intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Otherwise, the beast must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
So it has to be an 11.
I forget how to.
You just on a if you can find a monster, I can find a horse really quick if you'd like.
Yeah,
Found the horse,
I
but
found
have no
it.
idea how to send the horse.
Yeah, I don't know how to take it out into the thing.
I just figured out how to send an image of it.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay. So it's just roll a d20. If it beats an 11, the spell fails. If it doesn't,
Horse.
Well, it's a
Horse.
d20 -4, isn't it? Or no, it's a spell
No.
save. What is
No,
what
'cause
is
it's a-
horse
it's a
spell
wisdom.
save?
it's a wisdom. A horse has +0 to wisdom, so it's just flat
Okay, yeah,
d20.
it's just flat d20 then.
It is. You can add it to your booklet. I don't remember how to add it.
Did that work?
Add. If you click in,
Can I roll for the horse?
No.
if you want to. Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to
I
roll
can't-
for it. I just can't remember how. Aha!
It's just a
Hold on.
D20.
If you drag it onto the board, then you open.
Yeah, it just had to be MM1 and not fucking FR 1482
Horse on the
77.
board. What are they gonna do?
Okay, so we
Horse on the
wanted.
board.
It was what? Intelligence? Is that what we had to
Wisdom.
read? Wisdom. And
It fails.
It fails, yeah.
It's under my. It thinks I'm friendly.
For
Now I speak.
24 hours.
Now. I speak with the horse.
Does
Okay.
it become aggressive after the spell ends?
I think it would just go back to its
It would
original
just go back
state.
to normal.
Yeah, it would just go back to normal.
Because with friends, if you cast that on a person,
They become angry, right?
they become aggressive after the spell wears off.
It does not say that anywhere in the spell block.
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't look like it.
It doesn't.
So-
It's not. I thought.
I just
I
assume
thought
it goes back to
Amorphous
normal.
was like friends, but
But anyways. So I say to the horse. I say, I really need a favor from you. I will give you everything in the world.
That's
But
an
you
empty
need-
promise.
No, I will. I will treat this. What? Yeah, I cast spoke with animal. Speak with animal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I say, all the apples, the carrots, everything you could want. And you have to come with us. But that mean lady up there, she's no good. I need you to take her out.
Make a persuasion check.
Situation. Can I have advantage?
No.
Because he's my friend though.
I would say you roll
Just
it at a
because he
base.
understands you, does it mean it?
It's
I don't know if it means
charmed.
it's your friend.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
charmed.
It is charmed.
What does charmed do? Hold, please. Charmed.
God, if I know.
Charmed.
Conditions.
State.
Charmed.
I mean, it doesn't say that it's charmed though. It just says that you
It does.
convince.
It
Oh, is
does.
it? Where?
Or
Yeah.
be charmed
Oh.
by you for the spell.
Or
Oh yeah,
be
Borgi
charmed by-
charmed.
Oh,
Okay, I
more
misread
likely to
it.
act
Okay.
favorably towards the charmer.
The charmer has advantage on any ability
Okay,
check to
yeah, then
interact
yeah.
socially with the creature.
Damn, you guys convinced Owen to let you freaking charm this horse, I swear.
I can convince anyone. That's just the
It's
rules.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
I
kill
can't.
myself.
Okay, yeah. So
Oh,
you're
on advantage, babe.
yeah, your ability to convince this horse is fucking moot. It knows that you
Okay.
mean no harm, and it fully understands that, but
Do
it
I
is.
hear,
It's just uninterested.
Do I hear Sini doing this?
I don't know where you would be,
Okay.
but I would
You
assume
You know,
you
oh
would be
no,
here.
that
Very,
wouldn't
like-
work. I
mean,
forgot
Sweeney-
that Sini's not speaking. For a second, in my brain, I'm like
Um,
gone. I was like, what if I
she's
make
not.
a persuasion check and then he says exactly what I say?
Right.
Yeah,
I'll try
that's-
one more thing. I'll try
Uh,
one more thing.
before you do, you do hear the lady, again, half asleep every so often. She's aware enough. She's just nodding off because she's tired. But she's like, I don't know if you read the sign, but it says no charming the horses, please.
Cause no what?
No
What?
charming the
No
horses.
charming the horses. I knew that's what you were gonna say.
It's
CD,
against the law. You'll be in Australian prison for
CD pulls
4
out.
hours.
I need a drawing of her passing out next to this sign. I'm sorry. This character is so funny.
You should.
Is Bunny
CD,
like
Bunny's like right here.
Bunny is
Bunny can hear
like-
this.
Bunny is actively trying to befriend a horse with no magic. Bunny, whatever Sini's about to do, Bunny is staring daggers at Sini for this whole interaction.
There ain't nothing wrong with charming a horse.
CD sees
Legally,
this, does not care.
yes.
It don't hurt the horse. none.
Legally,
It only
it
hurts
does.
them financially.
Okay, can I make another? I think this would technically be a
You're still trying.
deception check, but
You're gonna lie to the horse.
I'm gonna lie to the horse. I'm gonna say
Oh
if you do not
my
come with us, if you do not come with us right now, that lady is gonna hurt you, and the cops will too.
That's mean.
I mean, you can certainly
You said that?
try.
In front of Bunny.
19.
19?
Yeah, I mean,
The horse is scared.
Horses are scared of everything. His eyes are probably bulging out of his head now, dude.
you mentioned that the horse immediately turns, kicks the stall, and goes running.
Is
What
it just
did you
gone?
say to the horse?
Dynamo is gone.
God, Sini. Bunny is
You see the dwarven lady, she like scratches her beard and she's like, can you're gonna have to pay residuals. It's 50 gold up front, please, for the missing
at
horse.
day
Wait,
Out
We
of
just
your
bought
pocket,
the horse.
ma'am.
They're not that expensive, Sini.
50
Why
gold
did
is
you do that?
extortionate. I'm
That's
gonna go to
the
prison
going-
though.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Listen, I didn't think you would just run. Anyways, Sini digs in her bag and finds 50 gold pieces.
Okay. Yeah, remove that from your
but-
inventory.
I have a question.
I might have an answer. What's up?
Is there like a way I can convert the gold into copper nearby?
Not directly
John
nearby.
Lennon.
Damn it!
You're an
Okay.
asshole.
I don't
I just give her
understand what's happened. Why? Oh my god.
See,
I
you
know,
want to
I
be
feel
a
like
Bunny
problem.
would have heard what Suni was saying.
Hey,
It's
I
not
don't
in like
speak
horse
horse.
language.
I don't speak horse.
Oh, it's not in horse language? I
It-
thought that it
it
was
is-
just like
It is.
Oh, it
Bunny
is? Okay.
cannot speak horse.
Which means I can't
No, I
understand.
was
When you
I
cast, okay,
misunderstood the spell.
when you cast speak with animals, you speak in the language of the animal. Nobody else around you can understand what you're saying. Nobody around you can understand what the animal is saying. It's just a private conversation.
Okay.
I don't speak horse. I just know that Sini has
Said a bunch of
has
words.
fucked us over.
Yeah. You're
I
at
know.
least potentially down a horse option.
It was the
just wanna
worst one, to be
say-
fair.
I just want to
They know
say,
how
like,
to
we could have
cut
just
us a
split
deal
the
now.
cost or something. Sini had a weird thing about, like, doing this, and now nobody wants to split the cost with Sini because Sini's the one who ran it off.
Sini,
Anyways.
why don't you go get the horse? Aren't you fast?
I'll get the horse in a second. Anyways, I give
Gonna
the
be
lady her
fun.
gold.
Also,
And I
Ryloth
said-
is standing there like, dude, I'm the head guard here. I'm
She's off
expecting.
duty.
I don't care. This lady is a part of my community, and I have to watch this.
Anyways, I slip her 5 extra gold, and I ask if she could forget about this.
She's like, fine.
While all of this is happening, I'm trying to bond with this white horse.
Okay. So you do that. This horse, very chill. It immediately once you walk up to it, it looks enamored by you. It
And I try to pet her.
yeah, you pet her, and obviously she lets you. And you see that after the other one runs off and Sini hands the dwarven lady some gold, she walks over, kind of stumbling a little because she's again tired, and she's like,
Are you okay?
"She's huh? I just it looks like you picked a good one." She walks over to Bunny. That's that one actually doesn't have a name yet. She was a recent delivery to the stables. Someone didn't want her.
Well, I can't imagine why.
Not a perfectly pure white horse. People like purebreds. It's it's
Feel the horse. She's.
It's a known problem around
Yeah.
Ustrea for some.
I'm very sorry for my friend. She will go get that horse immediately.
Hearing that,
Glaring at Sini.
Sini runs off to try and find the horse.
Okay,
And I
you do that.
Hey.
I smile
Is
at
she
this
bring-
lady.
Oh, I look at her and I say, "Hey, if she brings back the horse, can we have her money back?"
Can we
No.
stop it, all of you? Clearly, haggling not working. I'm really sorry for my friend.
It's
Sini wasn't
it's
gave up on
fine.
haggling.
I-
basically.
I know Ryloth will keep them in shape.
How much for this horse? A bit and bridle and a saddle. And maybe a harness to pull a cart with as well?
Yeah, it's what 50 bit bridles 24, maybe 54 gold, I think is standard rate. We go by standard rate here. So if you know anything about standard rate, usually that's a safe bet.
you have wagons available here?
No,
Only rice?
unfortunately not. But there's a couple of wagons. Um, the further you get into Ustrea's market, it should still be open. It goes well into the night. Uh, for context, it's a different market than where you guys were in session 1. That market was specifically for the celebration. It was like it was like an additional thing. So this market you guys haven't been to. Bunny might have, but everybody else might not have.
Yeah. How much for the horse, the bit and bridle, and the saddle?
I think we discussed it was 54 total, because horse and then bit and bridle is 2, and then 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 54.
Yeah, so 54.
And then, I'm gonna actually grab an extra saddle and bit and bridle, if that's okay. For the horse that Sini will be bringing back very quickly.
Out of character that I bought.
Hmm.
Money. Did not try
Okay.
to steal.
I'll put in a little bit of coin toward the other horse, so
Okay.
that it can be split.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're splitting it, but we don't have to roleplay that.
That's fair. The horse fee is 50 gold. It is 50 because you lost the horse. So it was
I thought we
50
already paid for that one.
no,
Yeah,
you
I did
paid
pay
because
for it.
you lost it.
You paid because you
we have
lost
to
the
pay
horse.
an extra 50, and then
Yes.
we have to pay 50 for losing it,
Yeah,
and then 50.
because
okay.
that's
I don't know why
livestock
you're
lost.
Me.
I,
This is very standard.
Yeah, you lost
I'm
the
not
horse.
right now. I'm searching for the horse,
Jeannie
but
can pay the losing the horse rate.
the extra 5 was to cover the losing the horse rate because I was going straight to her. But it's whatever.
No, the 50 was losing. The 4 will cover. She actually refuses the 2 or 4 for the extra bit and bridle and saddle, and she lets you know that Sini slipped her an extra 4 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
So, bit and bridle, 2 bit and bridles, and then it was like what, like 54 gold for the.
I'll put in 30 for the horse that Bunny is getting,
Okay.
and then Bunny can pay the rest if she wants.
Saddles.
Can I roll animal handling to get the horse back?
So
Yeah, you can do animal handling.
the 54, you're putting in 30
Yeah.
Yeah.
for my horse. So 54 minus 30 is
Sini, that does it. You grab the horse, you lead it back.
24.
Thank God.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'll pay 24. 152.
And we have to pay 50 for the other horse.
And we have to pay for food.
You also have to pay for food, yeah.
We have rations.
That's
But-
not horse food.
Oh, I thought you meant for us. Okay. I'm stupid.
Yeah, for them.
We horse don't need to eat.
We will pay the 3 gold. I'll go. How much is 30 days worth of food for 2 horses?
30 days. That's, you carry the 2. Subtract
It should be, like,
47.
If you
It
guys
should
are
be
doing standard
3.
rate, like 3
It
gold?
yeah, it should be 3 gold.
Okay.
Alright.
And I hand her the extra 3 for the horse.
No, Sini puts her hand between that and puts up 20 gold, 3 for the food, and 25 for a partial payment on the other horse.
Okay.
Well, the other horse, we already paid for it, didn't we?
Or sorry,
Cause-
other horse as in this horse that I
Wait,
Oh,
just
yeah,
Dynamo.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
And Sini says, "Bunny, just hold on to your money."
Oop, not what I wanted.
Okay.
Well, we would have had more money if you hadn't lost a horse.
Okay, I didn't lose it. I can't say what I said to
normally
the
I would
horse,
try to help
but
you out here, but yeah, that kind of fucking sucked.
it would have been great if it worked, but
Oh,
she
she's
didn't really
very
cooperate with me.
I wouldn't
don't
have
know.
threatened it.
I don't know why we couldn't have just bought the horses legally.
I was all for it. I thought it was a good idea to maybe haggle a little bit, but
Ryloth is like, yeah, that's
Listen.
kind of fucked up, Zini. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
listen,
You're-
honestly I see where she was coming from.
Thank you,
As
Dawn.
my apprentice, I'm very disappointed in.
Can I be 1000% honest with y'all?
Sure.
I really just wanted to use those spells.
You could have done that at any other point other than losing 50 gold because you lost a horse.
I didn't lose it. It was over there. It was like 50 feet away back. Okay, it wasn't losing the horse. The 50... It's a gold for a foot away. Like a gold per foot. That's ridiculous.
Okay, so Dawn put in 30 gold for the horse.
For the white horse.
Yeah.
The white horse. I put in the other 24 gold.
CD can't pay
For-
the full 50 for. Oh wait, never mind. Did Cini pay the lost horse
Hey.
$50
Yes.
fine?
Yes,
The
she
lost
paid
horse
the
fee,
lost
and I
horse fee.
Paid
And
Okay.
another 25 onto actually buying the
Okay.
horse.
Okay.
I'm out of money though.
Hold, please. I put in 24 gold for my horse, 2 bitten bridles, 2 saddles. Sini put in 50 gold for the horse she lost, and then another 25 for the horse food, and for 3 gold for horse food and 22 gold.
No, it
Never
was 28 total. So it's 3 for the horse food, 25 for the horse.
Okay, so we have 25 gold that somebody needs to cover.
I can do that.
Okay.
I can also cover some.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could
Thing-
do
I can put in whatever is needed.
40. I'll just put down 25 for the rest of that.
Somebody's gonna have to buy a wagon. At some
I think
point.
Jot's
I'm-
got it covered. It's fine.
Blowing through my money.
do you think that I'm
quickly.
made of money?
No, it was a
Uh,
horse.
Yeah.
I didn't lose the horse. It was
You
never
very
lost.
much. You sent the horse flying down.
Whatever you said to that
Listen.
horse,
What did you say to the horse?
For legal reasons, I cannot disclose that.
that's
Oh.
probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Listen, I made a mistake, y'all.
You did.
Very much
Listen,
so.
I
yeah.
don't know if we need to go in on Cini this much. I mean, she was trying to help.
Can I
There was
ask
no
the horse if
reason
he's on my
To
side?
help.
Huh?
We have enough money to cover this. We did
I
not
want to
need.
ask. I want to ask the horse if he's on my side.
It's always good to say.
You can ask the horse. Is like, dude, I don't know why you brought me back here. You scared the shit out of me.
I had to fib a little bit. I really wanted you. You're like my favorite horse.
The horse is very flattered.
Does it
good.
say so?
It does say so.
Oh.
Cini
I
pats his
fluttered.
head.
That's actually horse's bestie.
Okay,
The name was
There it is.
unnecessary.
30.
That was the horse translation.
Mm.
Yeah, Cini translates that to Dawn. Cini's like, the horse was very upset with that.
Oh.
Damn.
So it's like 60 horse food.
Yeah.
All the horse food.
It's. I mean, we have to buy food for 2 horses for a month.
It's a long time.
Did I take my money? That was stupid.
Jot's like,
What?
I mean, I can cover it a little bit. I'm not opposed, but I'm just
can
letting you know. I
cover-
haven't.
Part of the wagon.
Yeah, I can cover part of the wagon.
Alright, Law.
I'm not helping you.
I wanted to
What?
apologize.
Okay. For
It won't
what?
happen again.
It won't happen
For
again?
for the whole horse thing.
For the worst thing? Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna let this horse thing blow right past.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not.
Bunny, this is your conversation. This is A, B, you're C.
Listen.
As your mentor, very disappointed in me. We had the
Okay.
money to cover the horses.
CD looks heartbroken.
I don't understand. This was
I-
entirely unnecessary.
I don't condone scaring the horses.
And you scared a horse.
What's
I
a
didn't-
little bit of horse charmery among friends?
The
I
fact
charmed the
that
horse more
the-
than I scared the horse.
It's more of the fact that the second in command of the Australian Guard is right next to you.
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot we found you in Australia. I thought you were from Caldera.
I was
He's
from
from
Caldera.
Caldera.
He
I'm
is.
just
They
leading.
transferred.
Yeah, we
God, you're all
transferred.
attention.
But here's the thing, Ryloth. I mean,
I'm snuggling my horse.
You
Like,
should.
I just got, I'm like draped over it.
Sini's also all over this horse, like her horse.
Ryloth is like, Dawn, whatever you have to say. We had a very nice conversation earlier. I do not want to tarnish it. Bunny, do you know what you're gonna name your horse? She said she didn't have a name.
I think I'm gonna name her Spring.
Spring. That's a good one.
Can I ask the white horse if she likes that name?
You can.
I asked Spring question mark if he likes the name.
She sounds very happy. She goes, "Well, yeah, I love that name. Spring."
Sini looks up to Bunny with a big old smile and says, "Great news."
Ah,
She loves the name.
I bridle my horse. Is it one of those horrible bridles with like the thing that goes in their mouth?
It is not.
Okay. I think that's a bit, and I don't think those are very nice. And I don't think Bunny would think those are very nice either.
Yeah.
But I put the bridle on and I get her saddled up. I spend a little bit of extra money on like a saddle blanket to put down over the horse's back before the saddle to give it a little bit more cushion.
Okay.
So like a copper or like a silver piece for that.
Okay. Yeah.
Was that fair?
I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a silver on a little blanket for. It's like a pink blanket, and I am fully intending on putting flowers on it.
Okay. You do that as Ryloth kind of walks back over to the woman's stall, and he's like, "Thank you again, Nukethra. I'm so sorry that some of our friends have decided to cause a little bit of chaos, but I hope you've been well compensated, and we hope to see you in the community horse race soon." And she goes, I would love that. That sounds amazing.
this woman is clearly under the influence of something. I don't say that loud.
Sini's mumbling to herself. Sorry.
I think she's just a narcoleptic.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for spelling that, because I put it in my notes and I was like, I don't know how to spell this name.
I spelled it
Actually,
wrong.
I got pretty close.
It's hold on.
Is it an E instead of a U?
I think there's no. It's just there's an H in there. There's an extra H. There we go. Nukethra.
Okay.
The H after the K is like it's Nukethra.
I druid craft a little flower and I give it to her. I'm really sorry for my friend. We've been through some stuff lately and we're a little chaotic right now. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just I know how my boss is, and I just
Did Did she just fall asleep mid-conversation?
Ah, well,
Oh, okay.
my boss is. He wants to make sure standard rate everything. No horse gets lost. No charming the horses. We have very, very strict rules. I mean, we've had pranksters come by all the time trying to charm our horses and send them loose. I've gotten kicked by a few. It's gotta have some tough skin. And she slaps her like forearm. And
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be presumptuous. You keep falling asleep. Are you okay? I don't.
no, I worked I work a 24 today.
Oh goodness.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll
Well, now I'm starting to feel bad.
no, it's fine. It's just we're
I-
really
if you
low
were
staffed and
ill,
yeah,
help, but I can't help with sleep deprivation. I'm sorry.
it's okay. I just need
You
a
get a lot of business.
yeah, I think there's a couple of people who went by wanted to go to Sacred Keep. We can rent out horses too. It's the same price. You just bring it back. It's like a holding fee. We return half of the gold because we still need to make a profit. But I mean, it's other than that, I mean, more people rent than buy, and more people leave horses and then just never come and get them.
So if we bring them back, we could return on that fee?
I grab my horse by the I grab my horse from the. I'm not giving my horse back.
Well, I was just inquiring.
Feasibly, in theory,
As long as the horse isn't injured.
We're not monsters.
yeah.
Really.
No, as
Did we buy horse food already?
Oh, we did.
Bunny
yes.
did? Okay.
all of the equipment you need are around the side of the stables. They should all be in like stacks or hung up or.
Well, I already grabbed a bit and bridle and a
Oh.
saddle and for it.
Yeah, sorry.
I grabbed
It's
two of each.
it's been a long day.
It's okay.
Fuck, I never considered that the horse stableman was a minimum wage employee.
Sini
I
feels
have a-
terrible now.
You should. I have a question. As for harnesses, to pull a wagon or a cart, do you sell them here, or would that be with the carts and wagons?
That would be with the wagons. It would. Usually a wagon comes with an additional horse attachment just in case. They're usually, at least at the market stall over there.
Okay. I turn to Sini. How much bigger is an elk than a horse? Do we need an extra harness for me?
Potentially, but couldn't you just wild shape into a horse?
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I figured that'd be.
I think an elk is faster than a horse. Elks are faster than horses.
We could
I mean-
have 3.
Why didn't they just use that as the animal for manual labor as opposed to horses? I feel like that's
Elk are mean.
Didn't we discuss this?
that
I
explains
mean,
it.
Elk are
what-
not domesticated animals.
Yeah,
Seriously.
and I mean, we didn't want to
I don't
just have
go
Bunny
around.
pulling us around. It'd get a little exhausting.
I don't go around a lot of quadrupedal animals. I don't ride horses or talk to elk or anything like that. It's just nothing I go around. So
I
I
don't
didn't
talk
know.
to animals. I can be one.
Yeah.
I guess I could transform into a horse. It would be harder on the horse if they had to keep up with me. 'cause I
Wouldn't
do
you
that
be
fast.
around the same speed if you were a horse?
I would be. I just, can I?
I'd
use
just rather
draft
not
words?
make you be our beast of burden.
Oh, I can. I
You
can be.
are.
Yeah.
You're a child.
Yeah,
You're gonna be pulling
child
wagons.
labor.
16.
That's
Uh,
still a child.
Yeah. Like
It
a
doesn't
baby.
mean that you're not capable.
I like being
I mean,
shape.
you see New Kethra, and she's like, well, I mean, 16 is... I mean, she's eligible to join the stable workforce. It's great pay.
I
And
He's
you
have
get
eligible to join the what? I didn't even hear.
the stable workforce.
Oh, okay.
Why does everyone want Bunny to work for them?
God,
Delightful.
this is. Listen, I totally regret trying to steal from the minimum wage worker.
Didn't do anything. That was all me.
But this, I know. I regret endorsing it. But the capitalism of it all.
I mean, $50 is a lot of money.
Did anyone pay for the other half of the horse you
Oh
lost?
shit! I don't know.
I thought this. Oh. Yeah.
Ryloth
I
immediately-
put 24 in.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
If not, Ryloth covers it. If
No,
not,
I already
Ryloth
took my gold out.
No, that's fair. I was just saying, I don't know if
Hey.
that was the math that added up. I couldn't remember.
You paid
It
30 for my horse. Did you pay 25 for the second horse?
Wait, you just said you paid 40 for your horse?
No.
Okay, I heard.
I paid
Then I'm with you.
25 or 24 for mine.
Mm-hmm.
You covered the 30 for the
Mhm.
horse. I paid for the bit and bridles and the saddle.
Mm-hmm.
You covered the 30 extra for my horse. Sini covered 25 for her horse, as well as another 3 for the horse food. So we still owe 25 gold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ryloth
I
immediately
put
covers
that
it.
in. Oh my gosh.
So you did pay the 25 for the
So
second.
you
yeah,
did
I did.
pay,
I took it
okay.
out of my gold.
There we go.
That's all I was asking.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
what
why
I
we were
said.
like, I wasn't sure the math was lining up, so that's why I
It
said
will.
if it
I did it
didn't,
earlier.
Ryloth got
Yeah.
it.
Heard.
Cool,
I've been doing the math the whole time.
fair.
If my
I-
plan worked, we would be doing a whole lot less math.
No,
Okay.
sucks that it
I
didn't.
grabbed. I,
I
think
mean, we
the
would have
late-
been taking money out of the pocket of this poor lady.
Oh.
I get. I get commission. So, if you take a survey on how well I did in this 24-hour period, I could get a small bonus of 2 copper pieces.
Oh my god, this is
2
depressing.
copper? Oh.
I fill out a survey. I feel bad, and I fill out a survey.
Ryloth
just-
always fills out a survey when he's there.
Dude, I just give her I just give her 4 silver.
We're just throwing
like,
money at this woman, and she's
I'm
like,
just
"Uh,"
this is just
she's like, "Thank you, I really."
So there's a different line of work? I mean,
you say the pay is great, but it sounds
yeah.
terrible.
We
I
are
was
running-
gonna try to be a blacksmith, but they apparently that's a very popular profession here.
Well,
Hey, if that's what you want to do, chase your dream.
equestrian work is very honorable.
Yeah, and we provide horses for horse racing. We make sure they're well taken care of. Like half of our day is. Oh, half of our day is used
Us.
for you know,
North.
it's half of our day is used for like brushing the horses and caring for them and loving them. And then the other half is obviously sitting here and
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
thank you. Well,
Do you have a tip jar? You should get one.
No, we're not allowed to have any excess equipment on the table, desk.
Who is your
See,
boss?
this is sounding horrible.
No, he's a
Good
great guy.
God.
Whenever we
He
have
doesn't-
like the meetings or whatever for our sales, he buys us like these like little like round not pastries, but they have like sauce on them and cheese. It's kind of like
Like a Danish?
kind of, and they're delicious. And then we also play like a little bit of a game. I think it's horseshoes.
Oh, that's
Hopefully
fun.
games and
Yeah.
pastry constitute low pay.
This sounds so depressing.
No,
So bad.
it's nice. I'm able
I'm
to.
sure it is.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah,
you're happy, I mean, I won't knock it.
No, I mean, one day I'll join maybe like a leathersmith or a blacksmith or something. But those are dreams.
Live your truth, girl.
And she falls asleep.
Oh,
Let's go get a wagon.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. New Catherine needs some well-deserved rest.
I feel like a monster.
We need a wagon.
You are a monster, Sydney, but we love you anyways.
Hey, at least I'm a cute monster.
So,
I'm the cute monster.
damn. Hell yeah.
That's what I envisioned.
That is exactly what spring looks like.
Hell yeah, spring.
We love spring.
Oh,
We love spring. But yeah, so, you all, you're leading spring through the city, by the way.
I have
Because
her
We got-
saddled and
it
bridled.
is legal to lead her through the city.
Okay.
I should say that. They just stable horses outside if they're not
What
in
did
use.
the other horse look like? Was it black?
It was a black horse. It was like a black stallion with like a light brown mane and
Are
tail.
we leading it through the city too?
Yeah, you have
I
both.
imagine So.
You're
Not
leading
gonna
both
scare
through
him
the
off
city.
again.
I'll find a cute piece of art.
Can I
Hell
like,
yeah.
give him like whatever? Like, I don't know what the horse food stuff, but I just want to feed him so
Yeah.
I can keep up my promise.
You give him like an apple or something.
Hell
And
yeah.
he munches.
Mm.
He's very content.
Munching.
I'm
I
glad
would-
that at least someone here loves me.
Yeah.
Listen,
Uh,
I vouched for you.
And then you backtracked.
Yeah, because I felt bad for the minimum wage employee. Listen,
You know,
I
I
said
did-
I was in the wrong too.
I mean, I backtracked.
hey, we're approaching the market. Was there anything anybody needed to grab aside a wagon?
I actually. I think I might stop by the library.
Library? Okay.
Pick up.
Um,
oh, I have to.
Uh.
Well, I have to go to Gorg's house.
I'll go with you.
I'd
Can you
actually
guys-
like
I
to go.
give
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Dawn. I give Dawn 20 pieces of gold for the wagon. I
I can handle it. You don't have to give me gold.
don't know how much the wagon's gonna be. Going rate. I don't know why Bunny knows going rates.
She's been in the
Yeah.
city. It makes sense.
she has been in the city for a long time. Um,
Like a few
I have
months.
148. I have 148 gold. So,
well, it should be like 35 for a wagon.
yeah.
If you get like a
no, just-
nicer one, it might be able to carry more, maybe be more durable, but it's gonna be more expensive.
Okay,
Wait,
that's fine.
what are we gonna do
I'll
with
give
the
her
horses?
her gold back.
No, I
and
can,
think I can cover it.
I can pitch in and do what I need
Yeah,
to. If
no,
if
it's
anything,
fine.
it's fine.
Thank you, though, dear.
Thing, are you sticking with the wagon group?
I'm good with anything.
Would you mind
Uh,
watching over the horse while I run my errand?
Sure.
Shoot. I kind of wanted to go to the library, but the wagon is more important.
Jot will
Oh.
hand the like reach out a hand for Bunny, and he's like, I can take care of Spring if you would like.
Well, I mean, I turned to Ryloth. I can take her through the streets, right? I mean, I'm just going to Gorg's mom's house.
Yeah, no,
I don't imagine she'd mind.
no,
Honey
If you
does not want to
want-
give up this horse.
no. It's yeah. It. I mean, it should be fine. And
I mean-
Jot's like, no, I didn't know if. I was just asking.
No, I
If
mean,
you'd like
you
to
can't...
keep the horses,
Yeah.
I reach and like grab him some food, for
Because I
today.
don't imagine you can take the horse in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I give him like one of the little bags of horse food for spring, and I give him one of the bags of horse food for what's the other horse's name? Dynamo.
Dynamo?
Dynamo.
Dynamo.
Spring
is-
and Dynamo.
Handling Dynamo.
For today, so that's 60. I'm keeping track of the horse stuff.
There you
Don't
go.
you guys worry.
I'm typing the
Spring and
names.
Dynamo, the horses. And so that's their ration of food for today. I'm keeping track of the horse food because the horse food will tell us how long we have.
Okay.
That's a really good point, honestly.
Yeah.
That's why I got a month's worth of food. If you wouldn't mind feeding them, I don't know if they've eaten today, but they probably could do with some food.
Yeah. I got you.
So that's 58.
Might as well. I've never done this before, so I might as well, try to start, I
Well,
don't
you might need to learn how to ride a horse. one day.
Exactly. So
I
this is
wouldn't
a perfect opportunity, not to ride a horse, but to take care of a horse.
bond with them
Yeah.
so they don't try and kill you later.
Exactly.
I'll say... Oh, go ahead, guys. Sorry.
I'm done.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
I was just gonna say, like, Sini, if you don't mind, I think I might accompany you to the library. I can take care of the carriages after or before, but...
No. We're short on time. I'll be very quick, I promise.
Oh, I just... I'm not gonna lie, I, like, was planning on going to the library before.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then Sina was like, I will go to the library.
Okay.
I mean, I
Here.
can just wait. It's fine.
No, it's fine. You can come with. I'm gonna be doing my own thing though, okay?
That's fine.
So who's getting the wagon?
I'll go get the wagon, never mind. I'll go.
Well, Thing could go get
I mean-
the wagon. Thing and Jacques could go get the wagon.
Yeah, and
Jacques
Snap
has
is
the horses.
next to us.
Snap is
Snap-
here.
It's the three of
Snap
us.
could
We got
also.
it. Yeah, we've
Dot,
got it.
Thing, Snap, go get the wagon. I will go
Okay.
Yeah.
inform Gorg's mom of Arwilla's death. That's gonna suck.
Oof,
John and Sini will
Oh,
library.
That is.
I'm-
Yeah, that's Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
All right, everybody, we will meet back here in. Is 2 hours enough time?
Plenty.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So we all split up. We'll cover really quickly. We'll cover the wagon, and then we'll go from there. So, Jot, Thing, and Snap walk over to a wagon stall.
You were prompting Jot, and I was like, "That's you, bud."
Yeah, no. Jot, Thing, and Snap walk over to the stall. You see this. Oh God, I hate coming up with people on the spot randomly. So you
You need to
come.
make like a backlog of random characters.
I
swear.
know, I
Came up with
do.
Grorg, isn't it?
Grorg was just a random guy, and I was just like, well,
Yeah.
here he is.
See?
But no. So you walk up to the stall, and you see this like. I would want to say like this like Goliath, right? Yes, I was gonna go through all of these things and then finish. It shouldn't take too long,
Okay.
I promise.
That sounds good.
We can roll over the Gorg thing for tomorrow.
Okay. Fine.
Or not tomorrow, but like later.
Yeah, but like later. But like, I want to at least get the library stuff and the market stuff done. But yeah, so you get to the market, you see this, it's a, there's a gnomish figure, kind of working away at like the chiseling and everything, sanding, and even staining of the wood. And you see that there's this like meek little like Goliath who is like probably about Bunny's age, and they look very androgynous, but they're the ones just like at the front of like essentially like the customer facing. They do the customer facing, and they go, "Hey, welcome to Wheels, Wagons, and More. What can I do you for?"
The wagon part.
Wagon part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Need one of them.
So do you want a whole wagon or a part of a wagon?
A whole one, I think.
A whole wagon?
Whole.
Okay. So, that'll be what was standard rate? 100?
For a wagon?
Yeah.
2 seconds.
I think it was 100.
No, there was one for 100, not the wagon though.
Not the wagon? Was the wagon?
I think it was 35. Num 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 num.
That's what you said earlier.
Wagon. So a carriage is 100, a cart is 15, a chariot is 250, and a wagon is 35.
Okay, yeah. They're like, yeah, of course. It's 35 gold pieces. And then it looks like are you gonna be using the horses?
Yeah, we have 2 of them.
Well, okay, so you're gonna need. Usually straps are complimentary, but since there's 2, that means there's an extra set of straps. It's not that much. It's, I would say, honestly, it's been kind of a slow night, and it's hard to sell some of these saddles or these like straps. And I want these out because they don't sell. You can take them for like a couple silver.
Alright.
Just don't tell my boss.
Are we just getting like a basic wagon, or are we wanting to get something more like fancy, since we're gonna be on it for like a few days, aren't we?
The wagon is the middle of the line.
Yeah.
So, okay. Lowest to highest. Cart, 15 gold pieces. Sled, 20 gold pieces. Wagon, 35 gold pieces. Carriage, 100 gold pieces. Chariot, 250. So, a wagon is like the middle of the line.
Yeah.
It has a 400-pound carry weight, which is like doubled or some shit. No, it's like the horses. The horses are, I don't know.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yes.
But like the wagon is what I was thinking, because it's like the middle of the line. It's sturdy. It's like
Yeah, fair.
the carry weight is fine. I don't think we need a chariot, you guys.
Yeah. So a wagon is
Is it-
fine.
Is it
Just
a
wanted to
covered
double check.
wagon? Are they
You-
covered or is it open air?
It's an open air wagon, but you can. I'm sure there's like a tarp or something that you can get for like.
I think we should get a
Pennies.
covered one.
I feel like if we don't get a covered one, Owen's gonna put us in rain just to piss us off.
They don't have covered wagons. Is the thing. Like they don't.
Oh.
Like they make the wagon. They just don't make the covered part.
Okay, that's fine.
But you can have one that has like,
Would probably be covered.
the boned. They would probably be covered.
A carriage would probably be covered. Like
Like-
carriage and up would probably be covered.
Yeah.
I was imagining like an Oregon Trail
I was too.
style.
That's
Mhm.
probably what a carriage is.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking at a wagon and like
Need a carriage? We're traveling along one.
the carriage is too expensive though.
We could afford a carriage.
You could
Yeah,
afford
I
a
think-
carriage.
Listen, I'm
I
not
just don't
there.
think we need that.
Cool, cool.
I feel like we're gonna use it for like 2 days and then not need it anymore
Are
or
we?
something.
We travel
Bunny?
around a lot. I guess we could just do
That's
wagon.
fair.
Bunny said wagon. You know the bunny wants a wagon.
True.
So,
Yeah.
but onus is up to you.
I would say honestly, wagon would probably be best. But if you want to get anything else, this is up to Thing and Snap though. You know
Yeah,
what
it
Bunny
is.
wants,
Yeah.
so do you want to go against it, or do you
I think we'll just go with the wagon.
okay.
You want to go like halvesies on the wagon thing?
We can do halvesies.
It's like
And things digging around because they don't have their coins sorted very well. How much is that? For a wagon.
35 gold pieces. You're essentially spending, if you half it, it's 17 gold and 5 silver.
Okay, let's make this easy. I'll do 18 gold, you do 16 gold.
why can't I do the more? Why can't I? How about I
think
do
did my
20
math wrong too.
and you do 15?
Okay, I'm too tired to do math. How's
we
that?
need-
15?
Yeah, you 15, I 20.
Okay.
Do we need 3 saddles just in case?
Did we ever decide on if we need a different type of saddle for an elk?
Oh no.
We talked about it, but
There was never a concise answer.
there was never a consensus.
I thought
Okay.
Bunny was just gonna turn
I-
into a horse.
I was like, you
I
can
don't
just.
think they want to turn into a horse either, though. I don't know.
I would say, if push comes to shove, having an extra like pair of straps or whatever is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if
Can
CD
we
spooks
have
in the
an
dark.
extra strap as well? So 3 strap total.
3 straps. Well, one's complimentary. The second is a couple of silver because I just want to get rid of them. You can have the third one on the house. I really don't care.
Okay.
I hate looking at, and you see that they slap like the entire like, it's like a bunch of hanging straps, and it's completely full to the brim, and you see like a pile on the floor. They're like, I want this gone. So you can take like you're essentially buying them for like a silver each or less than.
You said 2 silver?
2 silver. Yeah.
Alright, Thing hands you the 2 silver. And if they haven't handed you the 15 gold, they handed you that as well.
Cool. Take whatever you need to out of your inventory.
Yep.
Or out of your coin pouch. But yeah, so you guys do that. And Jot was like, this was very eventful, and I didn't have to spend my own money.
That's
Yeah.
okay. We have money.
Yeah, well,
I have
we're
money.
covered.
Like, yeah. Well, if you need any food on the way or anything, I can always treat you. Something.
Ugh, I love food.
Yeah. Food is delicious. Ustrea has a lot of really good places, actually. There's, well, obviously there's Bertha's Tavern. I actually haven't had her food, but her alcohol is delicious. But then there's a bunch of other, like, fine dining. Anyways, let's go back to where we need to be, so that way, the group can find us.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. So you guys go back. Library time. Alright. So, Dawn, you and Sini rock up to a library. This library is really beautiful. It's like It's as tall as it is wide. It's like you enter into it, and it is book after book after book after shelf after shelf. Like it is multiple stories. It's huge. What are you trying to look for, Dawn, specifically?
I want to see if I can find anything on Mammon.
Okay. Yeah, so you, I want you to make a perception check.
Sorry, I was leaned back. Fuck. Try not to unplug the internet.
There. And then, while you're doing that, Sini, I know what were you... You
So,
were just trying to find a
Sini
book,
has-
right?
Cini has a few different things she's wanting.
Okay.
She wants to find a current map, as well as a historical map of.
Aspen?
Yeah, so just something from whenever. Ideally, like, I don't think Cini really knows how long ago the Aesaith and all that shit was going on, like Tothians and all them were around. But
Last known civil war was 400 years ago.
yeah, so probably just something dated back then. If she can find it.
Is Aspen where we're going?
Aspen is the country we're in.
Oh shit, I keep forgetting that.
It's okay. It happens.
We're going to Shoshin.
Yes.
Shojin?
So
What is
Soshin?
We're going to
Shoshin?
Soshin, and then we're going to Jeskill.
Yeah.
But Cini would just start looking for that. See what she can find. She would probably ask someone, frankly.
Okay.
Her expertise.
There is this very gorgeous high elf at the front desk of...
Micah? No.
No, it's not Micah. But you see this like very gorgeous high elf. You see that her like her hair is like this like beautiful blue color. It's like a navy blue. And you see that it's like half up, half down. And part of the half down hairstyle is like braided on each side to where it like comes down around her shoulder. And she has these like very thick circle rim glasses and this like very cute like suit essentially. And she's just she's marking books and like putting them up and shifting them and like putting them on a cart and like essentially getting ready to go back out onto the floor to put things back where they go.
Okay. Cini would just be like, excuse me, could you help me for a second?
Yes, what would you need?
So, I was looking for some maps of the country. I need a current one, but I was also wondering if you had any more historical maps, like 400 years ago.
Yes. If you're looking for maps, they should be up the stairs, to the right. Aspen should be the first. It should be the first set of books that you see, and then if you're looking for an old historical map, it should be on the in the O's. Look for anything with Opleton Empire, anything like that. That should help.
Got it. Quick question: is
Yes.
Dawn out of earshot?
Yeah.
I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah, she's doing her own
Okay.
thing.
I have one more question.
Ask away.
You have any book on how do I put this? Darker magic?
Darker magic. Well, that would be... That would also be on the second floor. It should still be in the magic section. It'll just be a little bit further in the back. Are you looking for a specific type of magic?
Blood.
Blood magic?
It's for research.
For research.
I'm attending a magic university, and I'm doing my thesis on outdated types of magic and forbidden magic.
Well, we love a scholar. Yes. Blood magic, I mean, obviously it should be in the B's, but it should be, the third row from the far back. And you see that she closes her eyes as if she's, like, scanning the books, and she's, like, right there, and she's like, it should be towards the bottom of that row.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
And Zini wanders off to look for everything.
Yeah. So you do that. With her guidance, you're easily able to find all of the books that you need. She also winks at you when you leave, by the way.
Zini blushes.
Oh, my lesbians.
She's very into avid readers. But yeah, so you go, you run off, you grab all the books that you need. You and Dawn reconvene after checking out these books.
Did I find something?
Yeah, you found a couple of books on Mammon. And if you actually, I'm gonna have you. You rolled a perception, right? You rolled that perception. Yeah. So you were easily able to find at least 3 books. There were a couple of other books that caught your eye. Just going through, like, you know, different deities and stuff like that. Just talking about, like, being in, like, the, like, archdevil to then the god section, goddesses. You run across a couple of books on, like, Joaquin, Saloon, you know, other gods, goddesses, stuff like that.
Any on the Evergreen? I'm not there. Never mind.
No, there were none on the Evergreen.
Is there? Okay.
To answer your
Yeah.
question, if you're curious. But yeah.
I'm sure I would have taken note of it if it was there.
Yeah, exactly. But you didn't. But so yeah, you've but you grabbed the books on Mammon, and you reconvene with Zini.
Yeah, and I would like to know, whenever they reconvene, Zini would only be holding the 2 atlases, the maps.
Okay.
She would have
Put
her
the
other
books in
book.
my bag. I'm
Yeah,
not
Zini.
like toting them around.
Yeah, Zini would have her other book in a bag, but
Yeah.
she'd be holding on to the other 2.
Book in a
I guess
bag.
share
Book
them.
in a bag. I mean, I would also probably. Didn't we already look in the library at Ustrea for stuff? I'm not gonna find anything here.
Yeah,
I
I
would
mean-
be. Yeah, you already know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you check out with the lady. She, as you know, as you guys finish, you know, like, checking these books out, to both of you, she's like, I hope to see your pretty faces again. Any knowledge seekers? Any well-read women are welcome anytime. And she weeps. She's very much less subtle now. Her face is, like,
Oh.
beet red.
I certainly wouldn't call myself well-read, but I appreciate the compliment.
I certainly would call myself Rel Red. I will hope to see you again.
Oh my god.
And she
I'm like,
kind of like,
wow, Sazzle.
yeah, she chuckles and she's like, well, let's hopefully that's a promise you keep. And she goes back to working on organizing.
Shit. Fuck, we forgot to do something.
Genus. Or Genus.
What'd you forget to do?
Godsini. I was just gonna.
No, you
oh,
go
okay,
ahead.
sorry. I'm just gonna say Godsini. That was subtle.
It's not like I've actually had a lot of practice.
I mean, like, fuck. Get your rocks off, I guess.
Get my hopes too high. I mean, we're only gonna be here for what, a night?
Hey, you only live once. You wanna get with that library, bitch? Hey.
True.
Yeah.
More power to you.
Sini is just at a loss of words. Her face is beet red.
Hell yeah. But yeah, you end up
That's awful.
reconvening with the others. Do we want to go ahead and call it here so that way we can deal with everything around Rorg's mother tomorrow?
I think we should.
I think.
Or
we
not
should.
tomorrow, but you know.
Also, we were supposed to go to a Klein outpost to register.
There's still a client outpost. You still have time.
There's still one. There's one in Neustria, so
There is one in
we need a
Neustria
team name
that we haven't come
in
up
order
with.
to register with the Klein outpost.
The horse thieves.
Okay. So
I was thinking Rabbit's March, but that's just entirely self-serving.
It is.
fair. That's good. But yeah, so unfortunately this is the only elf that I could find with like navy-ish blue hair. It is ARR. I am stealing this now. This is mine.
That's so fair.
Oh yeah. People love theft.
But yeah, I don't have a name for her yet, but that's what she looks like. I should
she
also... No, she's not blue.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Unfortunately. And then,
Oh, she's hot.
Goliath.
I'm gonna be right back while you find that.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna make a group chat with all of us so that we can bounce names back and forth.
Yeah, good idea.
And just like talk about the campaign.
Am I not in it?
I mean, do you want to be? It's just gonna be me throwing out about 1 million names.
I mean, I'm here for that.
And then theorizing about.
If you want to make like a thread too, you can also do that. You can make like a thread in the Discord chat.
That's better than on Instagram.
Yeah. That way you don't have to make a group chat.
Yeah, I'll make a thread. I don't know how to do that.
It's
Never mind, I got it.
Yeah. If you want to do it in like you can do it in general, you can do it on notes, hometown hicks, archives, or not archives, but character refs if you want, whatever.
I was gonna do it under characters.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's okay. Just discussion time. Can everyone access that? I don't know.
I don't think we can access it
Back.
until you fully create it. Like,
I created
Yeah, I think you
it.
have to like send a message. or
Yeah.
something.
What's going on?
I'm struggling a little bit with Discord.